What up? What up?
So I found out there's a workaround for my StreamYard issues. Right now, Firefox is working without issue. So I suspect it is a development issue. Candy's here. Is an
Yeah.
issue. Is a development issue. They're not testing good enough. Restream's not giving me any issues right now. So after that StreamYard purchase, they just let everything shitify and increase the prices and decrease the quality. So for my streams, I may be moving Restream. I'm probably gonna put a post up and low end talk to see if anyone else is trying to sell anything. But long term StreamYard, I'm out of StreamYard personally. Benjamin can keep using what he wants, since I have a way to get on without causing any issues. But I want my stuff to work when I'm running it. So
yeah, I might move too. I think what happened was, like, I don't know, you might be just the Firefox thing, but I also deleted all of because remember it was saying I have no room to record.
Yeah.
So I deleted all my recordings, so now there's room. For some reason, StreamYard automatically saves your recordings.
Yeah, that's normal. That way, if something gets broken on stream, at least you have it later for the podcast upload. So that's
right. Well, I don't need it. It just goes right to YouTube. I don't really care to save it on StreamYard.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I think that's what happened. I was full, so it's not recording anymore.
Yeah, it shouldn't. It
could be either
make a difference. It shouldn't make a difference. And
well, you know what? You could try coming on with Chrome. See how it works.
Okay, let's go ahead and do that.
All right, let's do that. Okay. How was your week, Annie?
I think it was good. Don't really remember.
Yeah.
You know, I just don't remember anything remarkable.
You finished your sweater, no?
Oh, I finished a scarf, yeah. And now I'm making a shawl and thinking about my next. Yeah, I have two things going now. This thing and another blue thing, and then I've got an idea for the third one. But somebody charged my debit card, you know, so they had to like cancel that charge and send me a new card. So I haven't had any purchasing power for like 10 days. I finally got the new card, but then it was Martin Luther King Day, so there's no banking. You know, like I didn't have banking? Well, I didn't have money in my account. So like if I were to do the transfer that I did on Friday didn't go in until Tuesday because of Martin Luther King. You know what I mean?
Right.
So now I have some money, and I have the idea for the next project and the yarn I need to get for it.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. So I think it was a good week, and I thought about some interesting stuff, and probably some really funny and interesting stuff happened. I just don't remember what it was.
Okay. Well, maybe you'll remember.
Because everything just kind of blends together.
Yeah. A lot more crazy stuff going on over in your part of the world too. No?
Yeah. All kinds of stuff.
Yeah. Yes, negative 12C in my area. Very annoying.
What's that?
It's winter here, so I don't like it.
Oh, yeah, it's been very cold. It may even still be freezing right now at 10 o'clock in the morning. Let me see. Yeah, you know, it's been like 27 overnight. 30. Yeah, it's still below freezing.
Yeah.
At 10 a.m.
I got sick too this week.
Yeah, so I'm very sure it is a front-end issue, because I could check out from YouTube. I was black. The whole screen was black.
I saw that.
So it's something.
It's a Chrome problem.
Yeah, well, it's a StreamYard problem that's not implementing Chrome correctly. Or
works for me though. I don't know.
I got an automatic iPhone update and iPad update, and it was terrible. It's just awful.
Sounds like a nightmare.
I think it's a YouTube conspiracy to sell more ads, because when there's an update, everyone's like, how does this work? And then you have to watch a YouTube video about how to use the new update. Like, it messed up a whole bunch of really critical stuff. Like I was not seeing calls. because if it's like someone, it could be a client I don't have their number logged because I've never talked to them. They're leaving me a voice message asking me like, hey, I have some questions about your business. I don't get it because they're not already logged. Like iPhone is just saying like,
Oh, it's getting rid of anyone who you don't know.
yeah, like nobody even listens to their voicemails. Nobody likes all these strangers calling them. So we're just going to eliminate that. But if you're a small business, sometimes strangers call you.
Right.
So, yeah. So
there's probably like something you could turn it back on.
I did. Yeah.
In all
Yeah.
the menus,
I had to watch
with all the YouTube videos. Yeah.
YouTube videos to figure it out.
Yeah. My solutions are probably going to have like a separate either line or separate. Sometimes line.
You have an iPhone, Hank?
No.
So your solution is not using an iPhone?
Yeah, partially, but that's not the whole solution. Because that's not the whole solution. Because if I have strangers calling me, I won't know who they are. So I have to figure out some way to route the numbers.
What if the hospital called me? And said, you're listed as the emergency contact for Russ or mom or whatever. Like,
the hospital usually shows up as the hospital when they call. So
yeah, if you see it on the screen, that's what I'm saying. If I'm sitting here looking at my phone and it's not on Do Not Disturb and it says the hospital's calling, I'll answer. But it like you wouldn't know. It's not listed in the missed calls either. Yeah. So anyway, I fixed it, but very annoying. Missing information.
That's right. Observer stuff.
Yeah.
It would piss me off too, just to say, like it's not only an observer thing that it pisses you off.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, you need to know sometimes. Strangers.
But you only found out after people tried to call you and it didn't work.
It was only like 10 minutes that I figured out the problem. Nice. Like after someone sent me a text message and I was like, how come I don't see any missed calls today? That's weird because usually there's like 10 missed calls. So I looked into it.
So your NE was going off and
yeah.
Pays to be paranoid sometimes.
Mm-hmm. What was it that one guy said about paranoia? Like sometimes you're paranoid, but sometimes they really are
out to get you. Yeah.
Out to get you. Yeah. Andreas, I think, posted that recently.
Yeah, it's an old thing.
Yeah. Russ made a really terrible joke yesterday. He said they should have had a No Kings protest today.
Isn't there this protest today? There's like a walkout, walk-in thing.
I got it. No King protest on the King Day. Oh no, that would have been cringe.
Yeah, that was his funny like dad joke that was kind of mean.
Wait, what did you get? I didn't get it yet.
Because they had all these No King protests. Well, Russ said they should have had that today, but yesterday was Martin Luther King Day. He said they should have had a No King protest.
Yes, No King protest for Martin Luther King Day. Yes, and that would have been cringe.
It would have been cringe. Yeah. Do you celebrate Martin Luther King Day, Hank?
No, I just went to work.
You just went to work?
Yep. So one thing I've been processing is my friend Jack Telcott's insisting on using color of Bible to promote himself, but he doesn't know what's in the Bible, and he doesn't really care what's in the Bible. So I'm hoping he'll pick. Should I bother caring what's in the Bible, or do I just want to have a cold personality? You should just pick one at this point. Otherwise, it's just too easy to leverage attacks on you because you don't know what's in the Bible. You don't know how clear what's in the Bible. You don't have a clue what's in the Bible, and it just doesn't make any sense. Why even bother using it if you don't care about it?
Yeah, the Dave Powers makes jokes about that, about consume lasts, that they always quote the Bible, but they don't know what's in it. They're just making shit up. It's in the Bible.
Yeah. In fact, Chuck from the audience right now we're both on the program together. Jack was saying, well, the Bible supports no secrets and stuff, as he usually does.
Oh, yeah, where? Give a quote.
Yeah, that's right. We're asking Andrew had a counter reference from the Bible that says shouldn't gossip. and he got pissed and kicked us both off because we interpreted him trying to say, hey, the government's released all their secrets because it's so bad as gossip but the government's protecting a lot of their assets so they don't get hurt, just like he is protecting his own assets so they don't get hurt. And I say I think it's fair play.
God keeps secrets in the Bible.
Yes, Jesus is not to reveal the miracles.
Jesus isn't God, but Jesus.
So God keeps secrets, and also Jesus keeps secrets in the Bible. Yeah. And he has faith that no secrets make sense, even though the Bible says exactly the opposite.
This is really bothering you. I can tell. You keep bringing it up.
It's bothering me because he's really hurting himself by trying to use color of Bible when he doesn't care about the Bible.
The no secrets thing, because like you talked about the Bible as if it was something different, but no, it goes right back to the no secrets. That's what's pissing you off.
It's so asinine that I don't even know why he's even pushing the point. It's because he himself keeps secrets. But he's so obsessed with getting control of government secrets because they didn't want him on as an insider because they weren't impressed with his idea to have a mindfulness cult in the USPS. So he just wants control of the secrets because he thinks he can get control that way. And you're fooling yourself, Jack. Don't bother.
Yeah. And some guy was stabbed in Minnesota or something. I saw that.
All kinds of stuff happened in Minnesota.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It seems like a war zone.
Always has been.
No, it's just when it starts being famous as a place to protest, everyone from around the country goes there. I wonder how much of that is just funded by external sources.
Probably a bunch of it.
Yeah. They're trying to destabilize, so they fund stuff like that. It's pretty cheap, like to pay 100 people for a country to pay 100 people to go protest. It's pretty cheap.
How many protesters have you hired, Benjamin?
I don't hire protesters. No, I don't even go to protest. Screw that.
Okay.
It's all bark, no bite.
I don't go either. It feels too volatile.
It's just pointless. It doesn't do anything.
Right.
It's completely pointless.
Yeah, well, it does.
Community thing, I guess.
It has a little minor point. It says I can herd this many cats. That's actually really hard to do. So that's actually kind of important. I can say I herded 300 cats. Okay. So, but doesn't say much else other than that.
People feel good about themselves, I guess, when they go to a protest. Well, I'm a conscientious objector, whatever it's called.
But yeah, Chuck says he understands. Please have an open discussion about. Yeah, I wouldn't mind just going head to head on the debate, but he doesn't want to do that against me because he's pretty sure he's going to get washed. So I'll probably find someone.
He rage quits. It sounds like he just rage quits when he gets upset.
Yeah,
very pretty emotionally unstable. Yeah.
Yeah. So I'll probably just go to Discord and shop for someone similar and wreck them instead. I'm pretty sure there's probably plenty of people like him. Or I could look for a Minar. He's probably close enough.
One thing that happened exactly 1 week ago before the last live show that kind of shook me up in the morning was we have these steps that go up to our bed, and they're made out of this really exotic, beautiful hardwood. And they've been there for over a decade. Really elegant design. And Russ had his first coffee and he was getting back up into bed to look at his iPad. And when he stepped on the first step, it broke. And it was so loud. And it wasn't the wood, it was the bolt. And so that day it was he took the day off and stayed home and had to build new steps because we can't go to bed without steps.
Yeah. You didn't find him unconscious on the floor or anything?
No, he was right there, and it scared Hazel. She ran over to me for a hug and was shaking. Right. It was really loud, and at first it was kind of like, did you hurt your ankle? Because it was bad. So he hit his shin on the step up, so maybe bruised himself. But it just could have been so bad. Like, we're just not the kind of people that can get injured at all. It would just totally.
I still remember that story where you like passed out. You found him on the floor, passed out.
That was terrible. It was so awful. Yeah,
and he still doesn't know why. You guys have no clue.
No, I mean his theory was like there was a dog he tripped over, or he was taking off his long johns. You know, and you know how you're sleepy, and he fell and he hit like hard on his temple, and it knocked him out. Yeah, and he didn't remember anything, and yeah, it really scared me, and I was paranoid all night. I didn't sleep, and it was the night before my birthday, so I got no sleep, and I just kept like checking to see if he was breathing, and if he was okay. And I told him after that, you know, if that ever happens again, I'm just gonna call 911. You know, because that's what I said to him when he was passed out. I was like, okay, I'm calling 911. I thought it was a stroke.
You thought it was a joke or something too at first?
No, I thought it was a stroke. It was not. It wasn't a joke. I mean, he was just like passed out. I thought
he didn't have his pants on or something.
Yeah, I thought he was drunk, and that really pissed me off because he's not allowed to lose composure. You know, like he can drink.
Not allowed.
You know, it's just not. It doesn't feel safe to me.
He's not allowed.
Yeah, and and I said, I'm calling 911. And I think even though he was passed out, he was like, oh no, we can't have that, you know, embarrassed. And he started scrambling up the steps and has like no recollection of it. It was so scary. And it was like, you know, when you get knocked on your head that bad, like his eye swelled up, you know, for 3 or 4 days because he was knocked so hard.
Yikes.
Terrible.
Okay, so yeah, it was a head injury.
Oh yeah.
Obvious. Yeah.
It was, you know, probably a situation where you need to get checked out, you know. But he won't go to the doctor. He doesn't have a checkup ever. He just doesn't have one. So.
I think I finally solved cosmology this week.
Excellent.
Yeah.
So what's the deal with cosmology?
They're kind of in a rut. They have a model that they're sticking to that is the only model that works, but it doesn't work. Yeah.
Well, I had a question that might be like, I don't know anything about this. So actually I was going to ask ChatGPT because maybe this is a really stupid question. But last week when we were talking about the percentage of Jews who have won the Nobel Peace Prize or whatever.
The Peace Prize, probably not so much.
No,
Nobel Prize in general. Yeah, just Nobel Prize in general. Yeah.
Yeah, the Nobel Prize, not the Peace Prize.
It's about 25%. Yeah.
Yeah. That's, you know, high. Like, why is that so high? And what I was thinking is like, say you have a population of people that are traditionally thought of as really smart, like the Chinese, you know,
right? Okay.
But it's like rote memory. You know, it's like remember all these facts and you know, like play the violin for 10,000 hours to it's this memorization and you know, rote memory. But then if you look at Jewish people, then there's this whole idea of like
there's a lot of dumb Jewish people, by the way. A lot of like it's
yes, I met a bunch of them.
No, but what I'm saying is like there's this vibe of ask questions, like questions.
Yeah, it's probably the Kabbalah that's giving them the advantage.
No, it's just from childhood. Yeah,
and it's like curiosity, like you should question, you know, and like if you have questions, go talk to the rabbi, and that's accepted. You know,
it's not only accepted, it's encouraged.
Yeah. And so I wondered if that was that
probably,
maybe Jewish people overall have more innovative thinking. And maybe that's why.
Yeah, they're not told don't question ever. Yeah.
Do you think that there's anything to that? I don't know. It's just a random.
That's a good thought. Yeah.
Yes.
It could be a contributing factor. Because like a lot of people are told don't question it. This is the way it is.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, it makes more stupid people. Yeah.
Also, especially in like different dogmatic, I don't know, philosophies or whatever, they're just like, don't question it. This is what we do. Or
yeah. So part of the questioning plus Kabbalah probably help a little bit, but yeah.
There's a story we tell every Passover. It's part of the Seder. It's part of the what's it called? It's like a book that you read at the table with your family every Passover. Mm-hmm. And so one of the ones is like the 4 children. And so the one that's like praised the most there is like the one that asks questions.
Mm-hmm.
And the one that's hated the most is also the one that asks questions.
Yeah, that's annoying.
Yeah. No, but so there's a way, and like I guess what they teach there. So it's like every Jew, I guess, goes through that once a year where they learn. Okay, there's one kind of question that's good and one kind of question that's bad, and what's the difference between them.
Mm.
And so the questioning to cause problems and to questioning to cause problems, and just like the way what's that guy's name, Tucker Carlson. The way I'm just asking questions. The way that guy asks questions, that's the bad one. Don't do that. Yeah. But I think that's the Haggadah here. Yeah, and also, so there's 4 children. One of them is the child who doesn't even know how to ask. And that's like the most pitied child, the one who doesn't know how to ask questions. Yeah. So yeah, I guess it's sort of a value that is instilled, maybe.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But we can't be the only. Yeah. I've seen what's his name, the guy that Hank doesn't like, the astrophysicist, Neil deGrasse Tyson.
Mm-hmm.
He's encouraging people to ask questions all the time. Yeah.
I'm neutral on Tyson.
I thought you hated him.
No, I don't hate him.
No, I'm not neutral. I think he's a dick.
I think he's just he's a little baby bitch.
Took the words right out of my mouth.
Yeah. He lets people get under his skin, and he's too reactive.
Right.
Yeah. I gotta go turn off my water because my washing machine is hooked up to a shower. It's like in a shower, and it drips when the cycle's over. I don't want to waste the water.
Yeah,
but don't you want to keep it dripping so it doesn't freeze?
No, it's only 30 degrees.
Oh, okay.
And actually, one time we had this like -11 here, and I was so scared when I came over in the morning to see if my pipes were burst, and they weren't. So I guess I have good insulation in this building.
So yeah, it's colder here than it was there the time you were worried about it being so cold.
Is that what you have to do in the winter? You got to keep the water running somewhere?
Yeah, so, like generally you have to put the caps over the exterior pipes, and sometimes you have to leave it running because it'll just freeze and burst. Yeah.
Yes.
There was this one video this week where they went into New York Hasidic community. It was really funny. This guy went there, started harassing everyone there. He didn't really get the culture.
Mm.
Nalaw says Jewish history is well documented and fascinating. The religion's highly ethical. The culture is amazing, and rabbis are some of the most enlightened people on the planet.
You could look at it with any eyes you want, I guess. Good eyes, bad eyes. Did you see what's happening to the Kurds right now?
No.
They're getting hit by all sides, it looks like. And you guys are going into Iran? Is that what's going?
Oh, are we?
I don't know. It looks like it.
Well, no, they were talking about it. I don't know if there was any official decision.
I thought I was focused on Greenland right now.
Yeah,
there's that too. There's that too. Oh. It sounds like such a joke, but it might actually happen.
Yeah, I don't. So first of all, Trump, how could you say something more stupid? Like he said, because I didn't win the Nobel Peace Prize, I don't really have any obligation to be peaceful. So I'm just going to.
Did he say that?
Yeah, he said
that. Doesn't make sense. No way.
Some other world leader? No, it's a real thing that he said. But so first of all, Denmark, we have a military presence in Greenland. And Denmark is willing to cooperate with us. If we need more military presence in order to keep ourselves safe, they will cooperate with us and give us that. And so is it really about mineral rights, or is it really just this weird power thing? Like, we're going to take Greenland.
It's power. I won't be surprised if he says, well, I changed my mind. I want Greenland and Iceland.
He's like, his main war, like everything else is periphery. His main war, his main thing is China. It's always been China. It's an economic thing. I don't know what it is. He's very China sensitive.
Yeah, and he also this was a while ago, because he's been talking this Greenland talk, a long time ago. When he first mentioned it, people were like, "Oh, haha, that's funny."
Yeah, it sounded like a joke too. I laughed too. I'm like,
yeah,
is he serious? No, it looks like he's serious.
But he said he wanted to trade Puerto Rico for Greenland. But like, Americans live in Puerto Rico. Can you imagine how insulted? That's insulting two places. Like, you're insulting like millions of Americans that live in Puerto Rico, and you're insulting Greenland,
So he's going to trade Puerto Rico to China so they can have a base up front?
It won't surprise me that you guys get Greenland. It just, or you'll get a deal there. You'll get some kind of concession, something about Greenland. It's got to happen. Jared, long time, buddy. You're muted on StreamYard. You got StreamYard mute. There you go.
Check 1, 2.
Pass.
You pass.
Nice. So Greenland, yeah, I'm gonna go invade Greenland later on today. You want to come with me?
You got the hat for it. You have a. He's also a hat guy. There you go.
I'm ready. I'm ready to Eskimo it up.
Sure, why not?
I mean, he's delusional enough to actually pull it off. I think. That wouldn't surprise me.
Yeah, I heard one theory was that it's sort of like he's just sort of giving the middle finger to the Europeans, because he's like so pissed off that they don't see our perspective. I don't know. That was one thing I saw. Because I've heard arguments. Oh yeah, it's like a strategic thing, but then we already have cooperation with him, right?
He's an observer, though. I can't see it being like. I can't see him. I don't know. As an observer, I can't see him being very decidery like that.
No, observer plus like megalomaniac.
Number one,
narcissist. I mean, there's that.
Number one, yeah.
I think
he's not an observer.
Like the ego thing, I think that like trumps all the personality type stuff.
Right.
Yeah, the ego component is.
Or your model's just really bad. I mean that's what I've been saying. Oh, he's an observer, but he was a host of The Apprentice for a decade. Come on, guys.
No, it's the number one ego thing to be on the top and crush everything else. I think everything else in his personality or whatever that like serves that position.
Well, I mean, he's got that demon in eye, right? He can like laser focus in on something and get locked on and can't see anything else. Yeah.
Yeah, I just view him as a wrecking ball. Like he's just wrecking different systems, and we'll rebuild them better, hopefully, in the future.
But I mean, if you compare him to all of the presidents before him, he's making the better decisions than all of them.
Yeah, well, I think that's
so weird,
because I just think the systems become so calcified that we have to have someone come in there and jolt the system and break it down a little bit so we can it's just like a huge corporation can't be nimble. Same with the government. It's huge that cannot be nimble. So you have to shock it into reformation. So
well, he's definitely going to go down in history as one of the presidents.
Yeah, well, if you look at what's it
or two of them. Well, maybe two of them, because he was 45 and 47. So
he could also be another one. You don't know.
Yeah. But
he's old, though. He's old.
Yeah, if a constitution gets disabled, sure, he can stay in there.
Yeah.
Yeah, there was something about like how we should cancel the midterms. I don't know. It was just like Trump thought we should cancel the midterms. It was just some headline. I didn't look into it because it's ridiculous.
Yeah, he just loves to throw crap at the wall and see what sticks. And I think he does it on purpose just to get the media riled up. Like, so if he wants to focus, like he'll talk about Greenland and say all this stuff. Like, you don't know how serious he is until he kidnaps your president. So I don't know.
I mean, when he was trying to get elected, it makes sense that he wanted the attention. He was doing that. Now he's already elected. He's in power. There's no reason why he would, I don't know, he would want attention.
The feed his ego, obviously.
Feed his ego, yeah. It's funny because anyone who like feeds his ego just gets in the door. He does whatever anyone wants as soon as they're feeding his ego. Yeah.
Yeah, if you feed his ego, he'll eat the rest of you. So
don't disagree with him and feed his ego, and yeah, you got it made.
Yeah, you'll be assimilated. You feed his ego, he assimilates you.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to manipulate someone like that, though.
Yes.
Yeah.
But that backslash is it's easy for someone else to manipulate him too. So that's why you get wrecked. Because he'll talk to someone else and change his mind.
Yeah. I think he's also holding a lot of problems. Like he's holding a lot of problems under the surface. Like as soon as he steps down from power, there's going to be a lot of mess. So like a power vacuum because he's got all the power.
Yeah. Like he takes up all the oxygen, and there's no one else that's building in the wings to hit the ground running when he leaves. That's a huge disadvantage of having a. Yeah, well, this has happened like 2 or 3 times in our politics in America throughout the years. Like it had happened with
Reagan, but he wasn't as
what's the bully pulpit guy? One of the Roosevelts from way back.
Oh, okay.
He had the same thing where he
TR.
Yeah, TR, was it?
Yes.
Theodore or whatever his name was.
Yeah, Theodore.
The one that shot someone. He had a duel with someone.
Yes.
Wasn't he the one that was went to Cuba and did all that military action with the Rough Riders and stuff?
Yes.
Yeah. Anyway, so like he had his own the bully pulpit party or whatever, and yeah, that's like the cult of personality type of leadership.
I think that's what Jack Talco wants to do, but he needs to stop with the color of Bible stuff.
Okay, we're back to Jack.
Yep. Yeah, don't pretend to be
democratic fascist autocracy. That's a lot of words.
Wait, I want to read big words.
Go for it.
No way, man. It's the reaction to the left like suppressing the laws that should have been done. That's the tidal wave that the left created, man. That's what I see it as.
Yeah, it's not the story you think it is. We're doing something similar. We're not doing that story.
Like if Trump was a true Nazi, why are there comedians still allowed to make jokes?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just
he's not. He's not a true Nazi. No.
It's like ridiculous to make that comparison. It does definitionally disservice to the word Nazi to compare Trump to that.
Yeah, you get pissed the Nazis off because they're being compared to Trump.
Yeah.
I wonder if he's going to buy Mount Rushmore and remove everyone's faces but his. How you been, Jared? How's life? Thanks for popping on again.
Hang on a second.
Yeah, you got it.
I thought the last Tuesday was really good.
Yeah, there were a few people that jumped on, right?
For some
Yeah.
reason, it's not usually the kind of thing I would enjoy. It was just like very different perspectives, you know.
What? Yeah, let's process it. What happened?
Well, there was that African guy,
Right. Yeah, yeah.
you know, and
Which
then
I don't know if he's from Africa. It sounds like he's from England. He was playing
Right.
personas. Yeah.
Yeah.
He played a rich guy, which obviously he's not rich. He played a.
And then the other guy that was all belligerent and, you know,
Sean.
just the guy that was like, you know,
Oh, the American guy. Yeah, yeah.
War.
Very
Oh.
nationalistic. Yeah.
And like how you said we should gift you know, weapons to Iranians so they can protect themselves. And he said something like, oh yeah, we should sell them weapons so we can make money. And you were like, no.
No, he's like, no, we don't want to give them weapons.
Yeah, he was really against it. Yeah, because
Yeah.
he was all like lumping them into one group and
Right.
yeah. That guy was funny.
Yeah, very nationalistic.
Very, yeah.
Yeah.
But the point that, you know, I thought was good, he said, well, like we're with all this Trump stuff, you know, like all this like pugnacious talk, that we're ruining our future for soft power, you know. I think, I mean, I just, maybe it's because I'm a girl, but I just prefer diplomacy to all this warring behavior. And
I'm sure everyone does. The problem is, like, if everyone's being diplomatic and then there's one asshole, it's the game theory. He ruins it for everyone else. People are going to have to end up stepping up to him. Otherwise, he's going to, you know what I mean?
well, I don't like it.
I know.
Prepare for peace, prepare for war type stuff.
Yeah. Peace through strength. That thing.
Yeah, that. Unfortunately, that's the way the world works.
Like at the Charlie Kirk thing, when the wife said, like, you know, I forgive them or whatever, and then Trump got up and he was like, I don't forgive my enemies, fuck them. I want to win. It's just such an inappropriate thing to say at a memorial.
Yeah, I mean, it's a very Christian thing, I guess, to forgive people. It's not like that. It's not a very human thing, I think, to do that. I don't think anyone has any obligation to forgive someone who, and it's not her job to forgive. Like, what are you forgiving? Like, Charlie has to forgive. He's the one that got hurt. Her kids have to forgive. They're the ones who were hurt. Like, her forgiveness doesn't mean anything.
I think doesn't it mean something for her own mental sanity or whatever? Because like you could hold on to revenge, and that could be a corrupting force.
Yeah, but you could also just not forgive and not you don't have to be vengeful. You could just be like, no, I don't forgive him. He doesn't deserve forgiveness. Like, you don't have to hate him. You don't have to want him dead. Just because you could also betray your own. Like, what if someone raped you and then you're like, oh, I forgive him? It's like, no, you're betraying your own dignity if you do that.
Mm-hmm.
You're entitled to your own pain. It's who you are.
I was thinking about something you said a long time ago about in the, you know, the rules about when a woman is being raped, you know.
Oh, right.
She has to like scream, you know, and that's
she doesn't call out. She can be seen as complicit. Yeah.
And so that's a good thing to teach children from the very beginning. But like, I wasn't really taught that. And then there's all this other indoctrination about, my computer's not charging, about, you know, be quiet, be subservient. That's just sort of really ingrained. And so you get into a situation like that where you feel really intimidated and it's kind of hard to find your voice, you know?
Yeah.
And it doesn't mean that, like, please keep raping me. It's more like, I can't believe this is happening.
Yeah.
You know, it's really hard.
Yeah, I think each situation
sounds like it would be hard. Yeah.
For a different action.
I mean, it's hard to, you know, then I don't know. My computer isn't charging. I don't understand why.
Did it go through an update?
No, I don't know, but it might die.
So is probably maybe a power thing is going bad. The power brick, the charge.
Better not be. Wait. Oh,
Because
there.
that-
Now it is. I think it made the
Okay.
little noise.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
when my computer stops charging or my monitor stops working, it's usually the power brick that's gone bad and I had to order another one.
So is the middle guy Trump? Is that what's going on in your picture, Jared?
That is I don't know. He's the psychedelic death bunny cult leader, so maybe.
It looks like he looks like he's got his posse there.
Yeah.
Usually they're always alone, your guys, but he's got two of them.
Yeah, he's reaching out and having a socialize now, so
It's got a following. It's happening.
yeah, the green ghosts of male incompetency there.
That reminds me of something. Let me look it up.
And where was that guy? Because like when we left, he said it was 5 o'clock in the morning. So I was like, oh, he's in China. He kept saying he married a communist. Like, was he in Russia or in China? Because he said. So when we ended, which would be midnight something
Right.
for you, I think he said it was 5 o'clock in the morning.
Did he? We
And I
can
was
go
like,
back and
where
look.
are
That's
you?
assuming he's telling the truth, though.
Right, but I mean, would that put him in China or Russia?
Yes,
Or
because
Australia.
I have a couple friends from over there. So
No. Russia is like more west than us. So no.
Yeah. I don't know. I just couldn't figure out where the heck
Well,
he was based on his time zone.
I think there is, well, for China, that would be, this part of China is actually 12 hours away from me. So it's not specific enough. There's a lot of
What are we
places-
promoting? Niza.com? Nezhana? Is this like a spammer? Oh, it's on
It's a
Kick.
spammer.
Yeah. They want your money.
Right now in
promised me
Beijing,
fame.
it's 2:48 a.m. So
Oh, yeah. It could be China. Yeah, it could be China.
or
Russia, probably
or
not.
Australia or
Australia.
or any of those micro
5 hours from here.
Oceania.
It would be GMT plus 7 or something. Yeah, plus 7. Let me see. Look it up. Southeast Asia and countries like Thailand, Bangkok, Vietnam, Cambodia, and Laos, and Western Indonesia, including Jakarta. Yeah. So yeah, that's a lot of communist countries. Is Cambodia still communist?
I can't remember.
I thought you knew all about the Asians, Jared.
I do. I just have to look it up first.
Yeah, right. I'm the same way.
Oh, this is another thing that's annoying. Firefox doesn't support tab sharing, so I had to use complete OS sharing. This is stupid.
Firefox doesn't, or StreamYard doesn't know how to do it with Firefox?
Because Stream, you know what? I'm not quite sure.
Okay.
It's probably the latter.
We'll just blame StreamYard. It's easier. It's more fun.
Yeah, it is more fun to blame StreamYard. So I might as well share the Chrome one then.
Can you share the Chrome one?
No, so I'm gonna share the whole screen anyways.
Yeah.
I'm gonna share a window. What I'm gonna do is I'll share a window.
What are you sharing, Egg?
His picture reminds me of something, so I'm gonna share the picture.
Oh yeah. This is a meme?
Yes, from our Grand Army, the Republic.
Nice.
That's Sauron with Trump handing him the one ring.
Yeah.
That's what Jared's picture reminds me of.
You know what? They got his colors right. The ring's gold, so.
Yep.
I wonder if they. Oh, you know what would be the top if they actually translated Trump into the Elvish and had it on the outside. That'd be.
Okay, let me get it.
Yeah, so I joined this like 6-week competition in pickleball. It's like a men's ladder league, and we like fight it out.
Okay.
And
How'd you do?
after all that, I am perfectly average.
Yeah.
I got
That's fine. You're having fun.
Anyway, so I signed up for another one that starts tomorrow. So I'm going to
Sweet.
try to be slightly above average.
Sweet. Have you guys ever played golf? Is that something you guys do there?
Yeah, my grandpa loved golf, so we golfed a little bit when I was a kid. But man, it was fun when it's sort of fun to like chat and go around, but the game itself is sort of boring.
I think mini golf people do, but I don't really.
Yeah, Russ just goes to the putting green. We have a public, so the putting green's free. And I went there one time, a few times, just to do putting because he used to do golfing a lot. He was an instructor when he lived in LA.
Hank, are you white enough to do golf?
Yes.
Yeah.
But there's actually a public golf course just in South Park, which is near me. There's a bunch of golf courses.
And you play golf?
No, it's boring.
Yeah. Okay, that's what I figured.
It's and for a lot of people, I think it's like a deal making status type thing where they go to make contacts or whatever and join a swanky club.
Yeah, business deals and stuff. You have to drink whiskey, and play golf and make business deals.
Is that the stereotype?
Right. Yeah, well, you can play tabletop RPGs and that's pretty much in the same.
Right.
But that's not generally at the public course. That's usually like a private, elite club. And a little guy comes over.
A little guy.
Yeah.
They have to be little. You don't hire them unless they're little.
Well, like a servant comes and gives you more drinks and stuff.
Oh, I thought you were talking about the caddy.
There's caddies too, so you don't have to carry your own bag. The caddy.
I know. I just had a great thought of a 2-in-1, a caddy / alcoholic server at one.
Mm-hmm.
What about fishing? Do you guys ever do that?
Oh, I did. Yeah, growing up for sure. And one time my mom had a fishing accident where she was fishing with her family. It was like either her brother or her dad was going back and the hook hooked in her ear and ripped her ear open.
Ow.
It's a very common thing when people go fishing, get injured when.
Yeah, over in the fall, we took a trip down to Escalante, Utah, and my daughter went fishing with my brother-in-law and his brother. We had a little boat and they went out there.
Okay.
But I don't know, it's sort of boring.
Yeah, pretty much. If
you
get Wi-Fi or you get cell service, it's not so bad.
My grandpa loved fishing, so he took us on these little mini camping trips when we were kids.
Right.
And so we would get into his motorhome and go and stay the night and then get up super early. Grandpa's so excited to show us this. He gets up super early and then we go out there and we throw the lines in there for hours and hours and we catch nothing for like 5 hours. Why are you thinking of picking up fishing or golf?
No, not at all.
What were you categorizing the useless sports in the world or what?
Yeah, I don't know. You were talking about pickleball, and I was like, yeah, there's some things some activities I just don't get, but it's okay.
Yeah.
Fishing, I get it if you want to eat. Like if you have to go get fish, like it's a job. Or like if you're a fisherman, it's a job. Yeah.
No, I mean for like the stereotype is men going fishing together, and it's just because they want to get away from the women, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They can drink some beers on the boat, do some fishing, and
Have the game on in the background.
Yeah, it's
yeah,
not about the fishing. Yeah.
yeah, talk about guy stuff or just not talk at all, and just
Yeah.
be away from the
That makes
women.
more sense that they just don't talk.
Yeah. I looked because I heard a story on the radio about how the crochet and other things like that are very popular with the young people.
Really?
It's having a resurgence. It's called granny core. So
Granny core?
yeah, because the kids, they're getting into anything that's analog. They just want to put their phone aside and just wear, you know, I don't
Right.
do that. I watch TV while I crochet.
Right.
But so I thought, like, well, I want to look for a crochet circle to hang out with
Crochet
other people. Everyone brings their project, but I want it to be in my neighborhood because I don't want to drive across town. And I don't really particularly want to organize it. And I thought there would be a whole bunch of them on Meetup. And I just couldn't find anything. We have a lot of nice places in my neighborhood where you could hold such an event, you know.
Wow. Granny core seems like a Delta Quadra thing.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
It surely makes sense. Yeah.
It's a nostalgic aesthetic and lifestyle trend celebrating cozy vintage and traditional grandma elements in fashion, home decor, and hobbies.
Yep.
Emphasizing warmth, comfort, and timelessness through items like floral prints, knitted textures, thrifted finds, and activities like knitting, baking, or gardening. Popular among young generations on platforms like TikTok.
Yeah.
Wow.
Did it mention doilies?
Yeah, no, doilies, that's big because, you know,
yeah.
People do all kinds of crochet, and the really intricate lacy stuff is coming back for 26.
Handmade, modest, and vintage clothing, including oversized cardigans, floral dresses, long skirts, headscarves, and antique jewelry.
Yep. Yeah, so I thought it'd be really easy to find a meetup, you know, but I just couldn't find one. I saw something.
It's going to be all young people.
Well, I mean,
old people wouldn't call it granny core; they just call it knitting.
No, I wasn't using the search term granny core. I was just using a crochet circle. But I just thought, you know, I liked when I was part of the running club, because it's like you go to a meeting place, you don't have to rely on any one particular people to show up or be on time. You just go there and there's people there and you meet people and you know, you have friends. And so I thought it would be something like that. Just conversation and you could also learn if there's, you know,
could start one up.
I know. I just don't particularly want to be the organizer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You could ask your sister to.
Yeah.
She won't show up, but she'll organize everybody.
Or she will. She sure will. Yeah.
Yeah, you could do it at your place. Can you organize this for me? Yeah, sure. Do I have to go? No. Great.
That's what I was thinking. If I was in the big main house, I would do this, you know, once a month there's this huge, great room that you can fit 20 people in.
They don't need to know.
Yeah, but I just don't have the space. I could only have like 1 or 2 people over here.
Right.
Yeah, organizing is kind of annoying. So, so unless I'm making money, I don't really want to do it.
But you're the one who feels responsible to do it, Hank. Even though you don't want to do it. No one else is going to do it. You got to do it.
They could just not get done now.
Yeah. Denizen has an idea, but he's writing through the computer. Where's your internet, Denizen? You don't have internet? You moved, right? What's going on?
He has internet. He has internet. He's been on before.
Ah, all right.
Heck, I saw.
Yeah, there is a local business. Actually, I've seen people from all over the country posting pictures of them in front of this Eugene textile because it's like famous. And it's like, look where I am. And I've never been, but they do all kinds of fiber arts and stuff, but it's way out by the airport. So my mom and I want to go sometime, like get some lunch and go to this textile place. But I have a client who weaves there. They have weaving classes. And I have another client who just makes yarn. And I asked him, like, do you crochet or knit with this yarn? And he said, no, I just make yarn. So you go and there's, but most of those are a class-based model. So they don't really just meet up for free and sit around. It's like you can pay to do a workshop kind of thing.
Yeah.
Denizen, that sounds like a bright idea, but I mean, how many people did it go to before you have someone who can actually do the job properly?
That's right, Hank. You might, if no one can organize properly, you're right.
I didn't say that. I said how many people you had to go to. I'm not saying it's impossible to organize.
Yeah.
So you probably gonna have to do it yourself for like
probably
8 months or so before you get lucky enough to have like 2 people that can together get the stuff done.
Yeah, but why would anyone else do it if you're already doing it?
Because it didn't want to do it in the first place.
So why did you do it in the first place if you didn't want to do it?
You said I had to do it.
Okay.
So what you're saying is you're obliged to do that.
Allegedly. Or it just not get done.
Otherwise it doesn't get done. That's right. It's not hard to find bossy people to take over. Yeah, it is. Depends for what, though. I find the bossy people just want to ruin it. They don't really want to take over. They want to say they want to take over, but they just really want to ruin it. They want to complain about who's in charge.
Yeah, they just want to gossip rather than do the thing.
I mean, what would it take to even organize a yarn meetup? You'd have to call people and make sure they're coming?
No, I mean, you could do an announcement on Facebook, create a gathering, like create, Eugene and local crochet and knitting, and then build a following, or just meetup. There's something called meetup.com. So I went to Meetup to look, because that's where you can find, hiking circles and like book reports. What's it called? Book club.
Book clubs, yeah.
Yeah.
All of the consume lasters that need to read together.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
That's right. Yeah. I've used Meetup from 2010 to 2020. It's kind of dead now, in my opinion.
Yeah, I did see one that was virtual. It's like, do you want to get together on Zoom?
Oh, yeah.
And crochet, which I guess,
club.
That's what I'm doing here. The rest of you need to do this too. Then I'll have my crochet circle.
We'll have a crochet meetup every week.
Yeah.
Well, we could do this, but you had to organize it on your channel.
Oh, there are Pico 8 clubs. I was just joking.
Of course there are. And stuff even more. That's a good question. I think I'm in one of them. Yeah, technically I think I'm in one of them already.
A guy that I went to school with, teacher person, he was the head of the barn at my high school.
The head of the what?
The barn. The horse barn?
At your high school?
Yeah.
Like you're saying the barn, as if like every high school has a barn, obviously.
Well, no, just that was my sport, was horseback riding.
Okay. It's like the head of the gym. That makes sense because like every high school has a gym, but the barn. Well,
anyway, so he was a character. So I have a funny sort of observer moment when I was at the barn, I was tacking up my horse, and this leather was knotted. I was so frustrated I couldn't get the leather undone. And he came up and he said, "Annie, calm down. All you got to do is be smarter than that there piece of string." Like my observer moment. But anyway, he wrote a book, and it's like apparently a series. And so now the first one is available on Audible. So I'm listening to it, and it's called Ride a Fast Horse, and it's like an old Western. And it's good. It's like, well written, and yeah.
Wow.
Well, I thought it was going to be like a graphic novel when you're in there with that story.
No, but I can see one of the characters like, oh, that's based on Amy, his wife. I can see that. And then the guy in the book has like 3 or 4 children. One of them is Monty, and that's his son. I went to, Monty was a little baby when I went to school, and then I went to a reunion meetup in Portland in like 2012, and we were talking, me and Joanna I went to school with, were talking to this young man, and we realized this is Monty. I mean, he was in diapers when we saw him. We're like, this is Monty, like all grown up. It's just crazy. Yeah. It's so weird how you see like baby pictures on Facebook, all your friends have babies, and then like the next week they're graduating high school.
Yeah, that's exactly what happened to me this past holidays. It's like I got nieces and nephews from like 22 years old to like 7.
Mm-hmm.
And 2 of the older ones, they're like dating, they're graduating from college, dating in college, and it's just like what you're saying. It's like they were young just like 5 seconds ago, and you're like, holy cow.
Yeah. Every time I tie my yarn together, I have to rewatch the little YouTube short about how to tie the yarn together every single time.
Is it that complicated, or is it?
No, I just can't remember these kinds of things. Like shapy things confuse me, and like, as much as I sew, patterns confuse me. I like what will it look like when it's folded? That's the part of the IQ test I do really bad on.
I'm not really bad at any part. I'm just not really good at any. I'm just like a standard deviation above people. But somehow my rebel IQ was like the highest one, which you wouldn't know by talking to me. I stumble over my words so often.
What's up, Denizen? Missed you.
Yo.
Good to have you around again. Did you move?
It's good to be back.
You moved? You got your internet?
I have moved myself and my internet.
And did you get a new monitor yet, or you're good?
I'm still just using my tablet.
Oh, yeah. Are you set up there and all that stuff?
No, I barely just got a bed.
And you're sick too?
I'm not sure what I am. I don't know if maybe I overdid it moving by myself and sleeping on the floor for a week.
But you have sniffles a little bit?
I kind of always have like allergies.
How's the new location? How are the people there? How's the grocery store?
I haven't really interacted with anybody since I've been here.
Nice. You didn't go buy food?
I pay other people to go get my food.
Oh, you don't eat. That's right.
You do, like, you get your food delivered?
I do.
Wow, I've always wanted to do that. Does it cost a lot more?
It does not.
It doesn't.
Yeah.
I guess
No,
if you do it from if you do it at Walmart, it's not that expensive. But otherwise,
Because they don't have to pay for cashiers. They don't have to pay for a big grocery store. They just grab it from a warehouse.
Well,
it's
they
in
grab it
store.
from the grocery store.
yeah,
It's in store prices.
Right.
Plus, I
exactly.
pay $100 a year so that I don't have to pay delivery.
Oh, nice.
And and then there's like service fees that usually come to like $2 to $3.
Are you supposed to
So
tip?
that's pretty much delivery.
Yeah, what about tips?
I mean, you could tip if you want to. I generally don't tip unless I get excellent service.
Well, what does that mean?
I mean, you'd be surprised, like how many people can't follow simple instructions.
Hmm.
Like,
Jay, get on
if
here.
they fed the dog. They fed the food to the dog. Would that be
They
a-
buy parsley instead of cilantro. They leave it at the wrong door. They, don't text me like I requested to let me know that they're there.
It's probably not always the delivery guy. I think there's always the packaging guy too, right? It's not the same guy, right?
So for my groceries, it's all one person. But I
Uh,
will add the caveat that sometimes the app just doesn't work very well for them. Because the only information they get is from the app.
I'm always surprised by the number of checkers when I go to the store that don't know. I somehow buy produce that they don't know what it is.
Right.
Like I'll buy something and they're like, "What is this?" Like they've never seen it before. It's just like vegetable.
is it parsley or that? Or
Like, what are you
parsnip?
buying? What are
What
you
do you
buying?
think-
Dragon fruit or something?
No, I mean, well, they don't. Yeah, I have bought that before. But no stuff. Let me think of a good example. I mean, sometimes spaghetti squash. They're like, "What is this?"
Right.
Mhm.
Like they've never seen it before. But I mean, that store sells a lot of it, so I'm just surprised they haven't encountered it.
They don't like vegetables, even though it's just a fruit. So
In my experience, yeah, they either don't know hardly anything or they know everything. Like a couple gals that I at my local thing, they like know all the numbers. They have the numbers memorized, and they just look at it and be like, "Oh, that's this number."
Yeah.
or if you order a durian, they won't know what that is either.
Well, you only get durian at the Asian store, and they know what it is. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's
Oh,
typical
dragon fruit.
dragon fruit as well.
I thought he said dragon food.
Oh no, dragon fruit. Yeah, dragon fruit. Yeah.
Dragon D's nuts.
Mm-hmm.
Jackfruit can go up to 100 pounds.
I love jackfruit. So good.
100 pounds?
Wait,
Yeah.
what's jackfruit?
They're like
It's the flavor profile that juicy fruit gum is based off of.
Wow.
yes, and they use it as a meat substitute sometimes.
Yeah, I've seen that in like barbecue, like jackfruit sloppy joes or something.
Hmm.
I don't even know what that is. What is a jackfruit?
It's yummy.
It looks kind of like a durian, just less spiky.
Yeah. Yeah, the spikes are much more gentle on that one.
Is
You
is it
crossbreed
tropical?
them with Jill fruit.
Yeah, yeah. Is it tropical then?
yes.
Yeah.
They help you change a flat tire too.
Yeah.
It's the largest tree fruit.
Uh-huh.
120 pounds is the most. Okay.
Wow, that's like at times.
It's your weight. It's heavy as you are, Annie.
Yeah, now I'm probably 120, but like back in, I don't know, 10 years ago, I was 103.
But yeah, so they can be heavier than people. Jackfruit can be heavier than people. That's crazy.
Yeah.
There's a jackfruit versus durian comparison. What's going on here?
Well, they're different. I mean,
No, but he found a website that compares them.
oh, I
Yeah,
mean, there's a lot to say. They're pretty different.
Yeah, Instacart.com.
Durians are small, jackfruit are large.
Yep.
They taste different.
That's the difference. The difference is sensory. Large,
No,
small, green,
different
green to brown. Bumpy exterior,
nutritionally,
sharp.
Durian's fatty. It has much more fat in it.
Rich and
jackfruit-
creamy.
Yeah.
Can be nutty and salty.
Look kind of biased. It says smell jackfruit sweet and topical, and durian is pungent and off-putting. So that's why I biased article.
It's not off-putting. That's slander.
Yeah.
Don't insult the durian.
For Christmas, for my daughter, we went to that one candle store. Holy cow!
Like Yankee candles or something.
Yeah, they have like all these candles and all this different flavors. I'm like, holy cow!
That would give me a migraine. And yeah, in fact, I had a client that came last week only for an hour, thank God, but just instant migraine because of her perfume.
Oh yeah.
Awful.
They it's probably all the granny cores go to that store.
No, they make their own candles. What are you talking
Oh, the
about?
granny cores? Yeah, of course.
Yeah, they make their own.
Obviously. With beeswax, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Instacart does groceries.
Yep. Which is why they explain the difference between these two.
Infographic. Like someone took the time to make an infographic about this. Is crazy.
Multiple infographics.
Multiple infographics about the difference between jackfruit and durians.
I wonder if they made one between jackfruit and watermelon.
Which one would be the better ammunition in a catapult, though? That's what I want to know.
Jackfruit because it has more mass. It has more mass.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
but durian's spikier.
spiky.
Yeah.
It depends on what your
It can impale
target
you.
is.
Now the spikes don't matter at 50 miles an hour.
Mm.
You want that 120 pounds.
But if you're the Mongolians, then you want the spikes because that intimidates the enemy, and they'll give up before you even have to use it.
The enemy's never going to see the spike.
After it lands, maybe.
After it lands, man. Throw a couple
And the
over the
spike-
walls and
The spike would actually potentially make it less lethal because part of the lethality of cannonballs was that if they hit a hard enough surface, they keep going.
Mm.
Yeah.
well, your facts are ruining my imagination, so stop.
My bad.
Well, that's why I like Denison around because he forces me to use my imagination better. How do I work around the facts for this one? See more infographics.
I want to try
And
both
it's
of
biased.
these now.
So biased.
It is very biased. Yeah, look at that happy face. It doesn't look happy.
Yes.
Well, it's for the smell.
This is
And
a big jackfruit company, man.
Yeah.
I
Like
defer to Annie's experience, but
You got to do
I've heard
ground
that.
news for this stuff.
I've heard that it's very off-putting.
scroll to the bottom, see who made this website. It's gonna.
Why
be,
is it so biased? You got to go to a pro durian website, Hank. You can't.
Yeah, I gotcha. We'll look for one.
It's like the BBC or something, like Fox News.
Candy Cohen. Freaking
Oh, see that, Jew.
yes, exactly.
Yeah.
Anti-dragon fruit
Anti-durian.
Jew.
Yeah,
How much
Well, I'm
would
on to you.
paid?
we're on to you. We got nothing better to do in our lives than to make fruit infographics.
Exactly.
Now we need to find the activist that's gonna report on the harvesting and how much it's damaging local land and the people.
So you never really put this much color into your stuff. It's very vibrant.
Yeah. I got some
Neon green.
fluorescent acrylics over the holidays there, so I'm starting to use them.
And that glowing orb at the top, which could be a sun or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
Is
That
that a
would be
cat?
weird if the sun was a purple sun.
Man, that cough sounds pretty persistent there.
Yeah, I'm gonna mute myself so I stop annoying people.
I hate being sick. Oh my god.
I don't think anybody said I like being sick.
I don't know. I think I'm worse than the average.
If you have a test, then you don't want to that you didn't study for, then
Huh?
like a student who has a test they didn't study for, they want to be sick.
Mm.
I don't
Not
know.
actually though.
My daughter stayed home a while ago, and she's like, "It's so boring here. How could you do this?"
Yeah.
So she'd rather go to school than be sick.
Man, I was really good at being sick at home. They would give you the thermometer. There's so many ways to heat that thing up.
Friction.
Yeah, friction. They didn't know about friction. Like they took the lamps out of your room and all that stuff to like, I know about friction. Friction is crazy though, because it gets too hot with friction.
I was gonna
My
say,
mother would just touch my forehead and say, "You're fine."
like, Ben, you have 112 degree fever here. What's
It gets hotter than that.
we suspect you might be up to something here. That reminds me of a time when I was young, my brother didn't want to go to church. And so my dad had this whole list of chores that he had to do while we went to church. And so it's like this was back in the 80s, and
Are your parents still around, Jared?
Pardon?
Are your parents still around?
Yeah, they're
still Mormon?
72-ish, 73.
They're still Mormon?
Yeah.
Does your dad married to more than one woman?
No.
No. All right.
But
He wasn't special
theoretically, if my mom died and you remarried, then he would have 2 wives in heaven. So,
Sweet.
anyway, so my brother had all these chores to do, and we were driving up in the family car, and we see him like running. He was like out doing the yard work or whatever. He ran into the living room and was like laying on the couch like he was got it all done and was chilling. We're like, yeah, buddy.
Hmm.
I bet he went to church next time.
Yeah, he never wanted to stay home again. So then he developed the talent of leaning on the hymn book on the pew and falling asleep that way.
Yeah.
Fall asleep
Right.
on there.
Right.
That's much better than doing yard work.
Did you tattle on him? Was he older or younger?
He's like 2 years younger than me.
So you weren't the annoying little brother. You were, yeah.
No, I'm the oldest, so
Right. You still in touch with all them, your family?
yeah. My brother has a daughter that's the same age as my daughter, and they're like cousin friends, so we hang out all the time.
And they're all still Mormon, or they left?
No, only me and my brother are not. Everyone else is.
But they don't have a problem that you left? They didn't excommunicate you or nothing?
Not really. They just don't talk about it, I guess.
Right.
Sort of.
They're allowed to talk to you?
Yeah. Yes. You can. There's like no official doctrine or whatever, but I think in the past there was more social pressures to
Right.
isolate people or to excommunicate them from your lives. But
right.
Fortunately, my parents never did that. So we have had a relationship my whole adult life, but it's sort of it's not
That's
as
good. That's
complete
good.
as it would have been if I didn't leave the church. If that makes sense.
Yeah, but then they wouldn't have had a relationship with you. They would have had a relationship with the fake you or whatever, right?
Yeah, but I think in Mormonism, having a relationship with a fake you that's perfect in their eyes is better than the real thing.
Is it?
Yeah. Yeah. In Mormonism, you're trained to do that, sort of.
Yeah, I was thinking about Breakfast Taco's arguments for atheism. I think I may do like a atheist argument tier list. I saw a video recently that did one, but I didn't agree with the. I didn't agree with their tier placement, so I'm probably gonna make my own tier list, a video of atheist arguments.
What are the top atheist arguments?
Um,
Steelman them for us, Hank. Give a good steelman.
yeah. So
You're lame. We're not.
no, that's not that's too general. So like
You don't need religion to be moral.
that's actually a pretty good one. You don't need religion to be
Okay.
moral. God of the Gaps, I actually think that's actually the best argument they have.
God of the gaps.
Yeah, I actually think that's the best atheist argument.
Yeah, but the problem is, like, as soon as you say, like, here, this isn't God, it's like, yeah, I agree. I don't believe in that God either. So, like, what? Just because you disprove one God doesn't mean you disprove all of them. Like, that's the thing with atheism. You got to disprove them all. It's like swatting flies.
Yeah, and that's actually their second worst argument. Is well, it's just one more God, but that's really problematic because even the Bible's henotheistic. There's more than one God in the Bible, so you had to disprove all of them. First, you had to name them all. Then you had to disprove all of them.
You only have to disprove a handful to make the Bible unreliable, though.
Yeah, you do. But
you don't have to disprove them. The best atheists just don't even. They're like, I don't believe in any gods. I don't like. They don't even need to use an argument. Who cares?
Well, they're just playing peekaboo.
Yeah.
Because but let's try still man them. But yeah, this one more God is the second worst argument. The worst argument is the problem from evil. I think that's the worst atheist argument.
That's the best one.
Really? You think that's the worst?
That's tied for top 3.
I don't think it's that good of an argument because at least the biblical God pretty much just says in multiple translations, God just made evil, and you don't have free will. Though it covers all the bases.
Yeah, but they believe he's not evil; that he's all loving and all powerful.
Well, that's the God of classical theism. But those are two different entities.
For sure, but that's 90% of theists.
Well, the churchianity theists, covers them.
I would go to Nietzsche for that one. He wrote the book Beyond Good and Evil.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So
to me, there's no such thing as an atheist argument because atheism is just the rejection of an argument.
Yeah, exactly.
Right? So once you start making arguments, then that's anti-theism, and that's futile. Right. I'm an anti-theist, and I would I wouldn't even bother engaging in such argumentation. It'd be interesting for a friendly conversation if someone's actually interested in my opinion, but I would never argue it.
Yeah.
So, like, rebuttals are what atheists have, in my opinion, and the best rebuttal is to destroy most of like theist beliefs is demonstrating how evil is completely and utterly unnecessary. Like the watchmaker too. That's the perfect setup.
Yeah,
Whenever a Christian says fine tuning or watchmaker, like everything looks created. That you're setting up like a home run for an atheist.
It's just emergence, though. They're not wrong.
The watchmaker is definitely wrong, though, because things don't look created. Right? Like, so the fine tuning is emergence.
Compared to gas giant, yeah, they look fine tuned.
Well,
because they are fine tuned. That's what evolution is. Millions of years, right?
fine tuning would be emergent. The watchmaker is not. Things don't
I
look
see.
created.
Well, he didn't make
Right,
a
like
working
clearly,
watch.
huh?
He didn't make a working watch his first time.
Oh, yeah, that's a good point.
Yeah, he
He,
practiced on
he
the
didn't.
dinosaurs.
He didn't make a watch at all. That's
Yeah,
that's what makes it such a great rebuttal. Is when you see things that are created, they're all made by man, and the reason they look created is because they stick out from nature, which is supposedly made by God.
But then we
So-
use the day-night cycle and the constellations as a watch before. So
That then you're getting more into fine tuning there, right? And then I would say, right, that's Douglas Adams addressed that the best when he said, "It's akin to a puddle asking itself, look at this hole I found myself in. It's made perfectly just for me. I fit it perfectly. This hole must have been made just for me." Right, and that's kind of like throwing a plate of spaghetti at the wall and then looking for a pattern and then saying, "Look at how impossible it would have been for the spaghetti to splatter against the wall in the slightest different way."
Yeah,
You
those
know,
are
wouldn't
dumb.
look.
Those are really
Huh?
dumb theists.
yeah, they are.
That's the
Really-
fine tuning
really-
argument,
yeah.
though. Essentially,
Yeah, it is. That is a fine-tuning argument. And
it's like life looking the perfect conditions for exactly what occurred, and then after they occurred, the thing that emerged from it is like, wow, look at how rare it is that the very thing that could have come from this situation came from this situation.
Well, yeah, I'd say the sample size is too small. You don't have enough universes to make that assertion.
Right.
I mean, everything had to work out just right for Trump to become president. So you have to believe in God. That's my argument.
Exactly.
President twice because he's the 45 and 47.
No, there's
It's all,
definitely
it's all
a
part of
God.
the plan.
That either reassures God or it means God has like a Robin, like a sidekick.
Or he's a sadist, which is my
Yeah, that's an argument
God
against
is
God
definitely
too.
a fucking sadist.
It's a good argument against God too. It's like, how could there be a God if Trump's in the world? He takes up all the room. No one's better than him.
It all started when God made the dinosaurs.
That's when it started.
Yeah, so you can make fried chicken because chicken are dinosaurs.
Yeah.
Is anybody here old enough to remember when the Catholic Church used to say that dinosaur bones were put there by God to test our faith?
Yes.
I'm pretty sure some of them. It's not. I don't think it's the Catholic Church. I think it's just dumb Christians.
The Catholic Church did say that before, though.
They said that too.
I think
don't-
they
I don't
officially
think
changed
so.
their position.
I know.
I don't think so because I think the Catholic Church had like some philosophers in their ranks that were actually thinking beyond that stuff. I think it was just dumb literalists.
Yeah, no, I think you're right. I don't think the Catholic Church did actually say that. I did. I'm gonna go check.
We
Well,
can-
I think
yes,
I used
there
to
are
have a
dumb.
bit
There
on
are dumb
that.
literalists. That think
I'm
that.
gonna refer to the Alice in Chains album that actually had a song in there that said God put dinosaur bones there.
But yeah, that's a really dumb thing to say.
Bill Hicks used to have a bit on that where it's like where actual theists get to heaven and but they get rejected because they believed in dinosaurs. It's like flying lizards, you fucking idiot. God was fucking with you. Enjoy the lake of fire, fucker.
Yeah, my dad's an atheist, but he says like, I don't know what kind he is because one of his arguments is just we're just here. That's the answer. We're just here. but then he comes out with like, oh, I don't believe in God because of all the suffering. How could he let this happen? And how can he let this happen? I was like, oh, you're angry with God. So I don't know if he's angry with God or he just believes we're just here. I don't get it.
The
But something like that.
theist.
Yeah.
All I can tell you
He
is
goes
as
for
an
faith.
atheist, I like the most annoying thing I've ever heard is how I don't believe in God because I'm mad at him.
Right?
Well, that would
Well,
offend him.
Well, just
No,
stop
you
being mad. That'll
believe
solve
in
the
him because you're mad at him. That's is what Denizen's saying. It's like if you're mad at him, then you obviously believe in him.
Yeah, but that's the most offensive thing you could do. So,
To what?
Is to deny God.
yeah. So despite yeah.
So,
Yeah,
I mean, I think the God of the Bible is a piece of shit, but
Which Bible?
All of them.
The one that starts with B.
Yeah, like really all of them.
What did he do? Was a piece of shit?
Slave
saved the
God
Jews.
of the Old Testament.
How
is that
dare
what
he
you're
save the
talking
Jews? What a piece of shit, God.
He did
Well, I
slavery
mean-
and genocides, allegedly.
He kind of fucked the Jews over too, right?
Yeah, a couple times. But they weren't worshiping good enough, so.
And don't forget, this is only because Christians aren't willing to admit. See, right there, that's all that takes to defeat the argument. What Luna's saying. Most
Yeah,
Christians just aren't willing to admit that their God isn't all good and all loving.
yeah.
That would put the whole argument to bed. Instead, they try to talk about free will and Jesus, completing the covenant and all this weird bullshit made up by apologists that makes no sense. And
Yeah,
it's just a complete dodge.
yeah. The church are
Uh,
anti-Christians because the church is optimized for getting money, not for teaching the Bible. So they don't.
I honestly can't blame anyone who's rejecting a human, like a Jew, praying to a Jew. If you reject that, then you're okay. I can't argue with them.
99% of my arguments get put to bed as soon as the theist is willing to admit that their God is fallible in some way. Then I gotta take my ball and go home for like most of my positions.
But I had a syllogism like kind of.
I can tell you he's not fallible.
Yeah. But you have a syllogism that makes your fallibility point kind of moot. So premise 1, might makes right. Premise 2, God is almighty. Conclusion, God is alrighty. So
Yeah.
So,
it's a good syllogism. It's logically consistent. The problem is if you're gonna face me in a discussion, I'm gonna make you demonstrate how your God is immoral, right?
I think Hank has
I will catch you. I will catch you.
Hank has the worst theist argument, I think.
Fictional theism?
Yeah, where he's like, "Oh, I believe in Spider-Man. He's a god. You're a theist."
Well, I can tell you, it's the only argument that's ever worked on me. Like, I changed my mind about God like 10, 15 years ago when I heard this one dude debate Hitchens. I can't remember his name.
Okay.
But he just argued for the reality of God in the world, regardless of whether or not God actually exists. And I was like, actually, that's fucking true. Like, God is real as AF, right? Like,
well, he's psychologically real, he's socially real, he's culturally real.
More real than things that I can touch with my hands and see with my eyes. More real than very important real things. So now, what kind of a noob is denying the existence of God? I don't want to be a noob.
Exactly.
He doesn't not exist.
Yeah. if God's picking winners and losers by filling up certain people's bank accounts, he's more real than many people are. He's literally choosing who gets to exist and who doesn't. Indirectly, I guess.
We got Nico, I think. There he is.
Welcome.
I plead the fifth.
Whoa, what happened? Did you get fired? Welcome. What happened to your job, buddy?
Hello? Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm on break.
Yeah, I figured. You got no friends and nothing better to do, so you just jumped on with us. What a loser!
I'm waiting to. Yeah, why the hell would I join your infodom conversation, man?
I know I tried to put in some jokes, but it didn't work.
Yeah, I know the feeling. Yeah, I'm just out here like waiting at a KFC, and I'm kind of getting a little frustrated at the wait times because I gotta eat. I gotta be back at work in 20 minutes. So yeah, I just really hope they have their food ready. But how have you been?
Pretty good.
Here every week, yeah. We've been here every week.
Except StreamYard is shittifying. It's pissed me off, but otherwise pretty good. It's working.
Oh yeah, I had to delete StreamYard on my phone because otherwise it wouldn't let me join.
What do you mean delete StreamYard?
It took me to the app. Yeah, it took me to the StreamYard app. Yeah. And then it told me, oh yeah, here, sign in with YouTube. So, I signed the hell in, and it just like resets. It's so fucking stupid. I don't know. I had to go online in order to do it.
Yeah, I usually try to use the browser instead of the apps anyways, because it's more, the libraries are more up to date. So most sane companies, it's usually the better option, but StreamYard's not sane, so oh well.
Yeah.
It's pretty good. Yeah, you've been sticking with your job for a while. That's good. How's it going?
Yes. It's going all right.
Better than dishwasher.
Yeah. I'm having like observer issues sometimes, which is like really frustrating, as well as just like issues with like my working memory and shit, where like I'll go and like I'll get somebody's prescription number ringed up, and like I'll go to grab the prescription and I already forgot what number it was in the name. So I have to go back and like check about like 3 fucking times in order to finally like remember it. It's so annoying.
Are you smoking weed?
No. I just have very, very severe ADHD. And like it's funny because like I took like one of the most like comprehensive IQ tests that they have online, and like my working memory and like my processing speeds were like in the 80s to 90s.
Percentile, you mean?
Yes. So like no IQ. My working
memory
and processing speed were like 80 to 90 IQ.
Damn.
Very, very bad. Yeah.
Do you take what's it called? That legal meth? What's that stuff called?
Yeah, I do. I have to take it.
Adderall.
Yeah.
But one of the problems is that I was actually underdosed, and they're not gonna get me my fucking food in time. That's fucking great. So, I was actually underdosed, and the prescription only in like the actual stimulating effects only lasted for 3 hours out of the time that I'm working, which was like 6. So I just like crash in the middle of the day really fucking hard.
Yeah.
And like, so I gotta be really, really, really messed up in order to be like a normal person. All of the other scores though on that test that weren't like affected by the working memory and processing speed were like 130 though, which is pretty good, like 130 to 140.
Yeah,
so it's like high. Okay, it's like okay, I'm not like a retard, but like I am kind of a retard.
Yeah, your memory is either not completing due to distraction from your ADHD, or it's like
no, it just falls away. Oftentimes.
Yeah. So are they going to let you double up on your Adderall?
I got an appointment in February, which is really annoying. Also, I don't take Adderall; I take Ritalin. But my mom actually gave me some of her prescriptions that she didn't take anymore, which was like an extended release, which is like the only damn thing that's gotten me through the day. It's really frustrating. And like I'm kind of worried that I won't have enough to like get me through until the appointment where I'm gonna have to be like, yo, look, first off, stimulant's not enough. Second off, I need another stimulant, and I needed an extended release. So it's really damn annoying, if you ask me.
Yeah, my IQ is I'm only like one standard deviation above normal. So I mean, and I'm in the annoying group where I'm smarter than most people, not smart enough to afford to keep them away from me.
One standard deviation, that's like 115.
Yep.
That's not bad, dude.
It does.
If you're not below, if like the thing is, if you're not below 100, right? Like that's good.
Take it from me, 4 standard deviations is worse.
Well, you
4
can keep.
standard deviations. Wait,
Well,
how high are you?
The highest I've ever tested is a 160.
Was that clinical?
Yeah, that was by a psychiatrist.
Damn.
A psychologist, sorry. The lowest I've ever gotten was 145. That was when I was 7. And that was administered by a school, whatever you call it, like whoever the dude at the school who does those things.
Sorry about that wait, hon. Have a good day.
Thank you.
yeah, you
That
got
was-
him.
She said sorry, so it's okay.
Second time.
They validated your feelings.
My feelings.
Oh no, actually I took the Mensa test and got 132. That shit was hard. That was the first time I took an IQ test and I was like, am I gonna pass this?
You can't fail an IQ test.
Yes, you
They
can.
didn't even make it. They didn't even make my fucking chicken crispy. I asked them for crispy fucking chicken. Those fucking retards.
They would have had to keep it for another minute.
Go back
They
and
would have
complain.
cooked it longer.
No, he
Yeah,
doesn't
but
have
you can't
time.
work.
He doesn't have time to go back and complain, Jared.
No, I don't.
Yeah, go back and complain. You won't, there's no consequences. Go back and complain.
Yes, there is. Yes,
Invoke your inner
schedule.
Karen.
Yeah, go. You need to go
I'm
F
trying
with
to-
those guys and get
I'm
your.
trying to
red
fucking.
ticket, man.
I'm trying to attendance max right now. I've been like for the first couple days, I've been like slacking on my attendance, so I've been making sure to be punctual as fuck for the rest of the times.
You should have just got an extra chicken for the boss, and then you just pay him off.
Exactly. That's how
He doesn't have time. He's in the middle of his workday.
If I could, I mean, you
An
probably
extra
should
bucket of
take
chicken
advice
goes a
from
long
me,
way.
but if I could go back and do it over again, I would stop worrying about those kinds of things and like been a lot more fireable. Because
Yeah.
really, like, you want to end up in a place where they don't fuck with you because you spent an extra 7 minutes feeding yourself in the middle of the day, you know? It might sound crazy to say, like, when you're used to working in corporate America, but it's a thing, you know?
Wouldn't that be nice?
But I mean, Nico's got a good racket going there. He's a pharmacist. He's not washing dishes anymore. He's moving up in the world.
Yeah, I'm
Hey,
not a
pharmacist
pharmacist.
is-
I'm a pharmacy tech.
Yeah, he's a
That's
drug
pretty
dealer.
dope. Do they
He's a
really
drug-
fuck with? You're a pharmacy tech, and they're gonna fuck with you? Like, where are you at? Like a CVS or some shit?
Yeah. Mhm.
So that's why it's like a.
And
really
also
whack.
the manager's like a number one who like just promoted who like she was one of the ones that like didn't work up from the store. She just kind of transferred in. And like she's like really, really no bullshit, like just like very low empathy kind of
Yeah.
person.
TE, you think? Or TI?
Probably SETI.
SETI like that? Yeah. You could just tell her an observer thing and make her scared. I thought there was a ghost chasing me, you SE person.
Yeah.
I got
Yeah.
paranoid.
Sorry, I'm a little schizophrenic. I got lost.
Yeah, it probably will work. I would say that probably actually work.
No, the stereotypes are funny because no one's actually like that. It's just-
There has to be someone
Only
like
the-
that Or the stereotype wouldn't even
Yeah,
exist.
yeah.
Though.
Some of them are
Well,
like
look-
that. Yeah.
Only on the
You
extreme.
mean low empathy jerks at boss? There's a boss you're talking about?
I mean, most humans on the planet are not like that. It's rare.
Oh, shit, dude. I mean,
You haven't been hanging out with the right humans then.
Yeah.
yeah, I don't know if I would use the word right. I'm just saying, like, what did I do? Because almost every single one of my bosses was like that. They get to those positions because they're like that. They get picked by other people because they have low empathy, and they care more about whether or not you're a minute late from lunch than they do whether or not you're a good, trustworthy person.
They make better numbers.
Yeah. Have you lived in Israel your whole life?
No.
We lived in
You
Canada
ever-
for a bit.
No. Yeah. There's idiot bosses, but I think most people aren't like that. I've had shitty bosses.
Maybe most people aren't like that because most people aren't bosses. Maybe that's.
Yeah, that's pretty
I would
much
say
it.
you're probably like 90% of people technically aren't in charge.
That's probably.
Also, yeah, no, most people aren't like that, aren't in charge. And also, Canada sort of has the stereotype of just being like really nice.
No, there's assholes there. They'll just smile and shake your hand after.
I mean, King Stephen's from Canada, so there you go.
Yeah.
Yeah, like when I was in charge of a team, I literally told them straight to their face, I don't care if you're late. I don't care how long you take on your lunch, right? I care about competence, trustworthiness, and like, whether or not the job gets done correctly.
Exactly. That's the whole point of having a job is if you do your job, you're fine. Once you stop doing your job, we got a problem.
Yeah, if I'm getting enough money, I will pay Denison to be my manager. So I don't.
Hell
You'll
yeah, I
pay
can
someone to be your
CTO.
manager. Is this like a dummy or whatever you call those?
If you start a business, dude, I'll take the CTO position for sure. And I'll do it for on the cheap.
Excellent.
If you start, Hank, if you start a business, I'll start the PTO position.
Do I need one of those?
Paid time off.
Yeah, paid time off.
Heck, if you start a business, I'll be human resources and fire all these people.
That works for me. That's
All
what
right.
you do anyways. But yeah, I just registered the LLC. It's called Rugged Commission LLC. Still working on all the stuff that's important. So I don't have the money yet for you guys. So all right, Jared left. I think he's
Yeah, Jared left.
I don't eat that KFC. I don't think they're quality chicken.
Yeah, what
He's
sucks
fighting
is
all
like
their stereotypes. He's fighting them all, always.
I've had a craving for like 10 years for the KFC that existed in the 80s and 90s.
Well, they've got $10 off. They're like an 8-piece tender. So
All right, the price is right.
I don't know if it's true, but I heard that they're not really alive, the chickens. They're unconscious and being pumped with chemicals or whatever, like sugars.
Well, they changed color. They got
Yeah.
this greenish slime on the outside, and the meat is gray.
Yeah, because they don't move. They just like exist and get pumped with stuff. I don't know. That's what I heard. I don't know if it's true.
Probably is. Useless.
factory farming.
It's like Kentucky Fried Tumor.
I wonder if Kentucky Fried Chicken in England tastes like how Kentucky Fried Chicken used to taste in America.
They usually formulate things differently per country.
Because that's why, man. The only way you can really satisfy a craving like that is to make it yourself.
Yep.
Yeah, but you need a deep fryer, don't you?
Yeah,
No.
to
Well-
really do it.
No, you could. There's workarounds. Like you could use your broiler to get a crisp instead.
It's not the same.
You can put
It's not
oil
the
in a
same.
pot.
Not the same, brother.
Yeah, I
Well-
thought the same.
Because part of what makes it so good is the fact that you can efficiently fry it. Right? That's part of what makes it stay juicy and get super, super, super crispy at the same time is because you don't have to use any workarounds. You can just, fry it in 40 seconds.
So Nutlaw says you had to go to Japan for good KFC.
Yeah.
He's on his way to Japan.
Oh yeah, KFC. They have like their own. They have like their own holiday in KFC.
Japan is
in
like
Japan they have their own holiday with KFC.
in my like game theory of where I want to end up. Japan does have a place, but it's a far more successful future than I think is likely. Like most of my, because I live a pretty minimalist lifestyle and I don't make a lot of money anymore.
Right.
Gotta
It'd
run.
be pretty expensive to emigrate.
Later, man.
Later, dude. Good luck.
Nice talking to you guys. Really nice.
A good one.
Have fun with
Good to
your
see you.
info dumb, talking for like 4 hours straight type of stuff. Have a good one.
See ya.
That is one thing I miss about being in IT, man.
What,
I
money?
never used to have to think about money. Yeah.
Yeah.
I always had a lot of savings, a lot of credit, and all my bills were always paid.
But you won't go back.
No, I don't think I could. I don't think I would be even able to get a job if I tried right now.
Yeah, that's
What,
wrong.
what did you do?
Just my mentality and my attitude is incompatible with the American corporate environment. I haven't had a job in over 5 years.
Yeah.
And I kind of went extreme to the, anti-work, anti-corporate mentality.
Yeah, I get it.
The cost of living is not bad in Japan, but getting there and be able to afford citizenship, though, that's what costs money.
Yeah.
Yeah, they don't really like people coming in, so.
And they probably don't. They probably want people that work there, right?
Right. You either have to work there or you have to have enough money to essentially buy your visa.
Right.
Most countries have a program where if you give them enough hundreds of thousands of dollars and you have enough in the bank, they'll take you.
Well, after you make your movie and it hits
and it gets 67 views on YouTube.
No, after it gets millions of views, but they all get it for free, so you don't get anything. Yeah.
But yeah, let's get back to that atheist arguments.
You'll make money on the merch, though. It's all about the merch.
Are you gonna buy any merch, Benjamin?
I'll buy some merch.
That's actually a good idea. The English teacher thing.
In Japan, yeah.
My retirement plan fallback if I couldn't really work, due to like getting old and issues that occur, was to go back to school and get my master's in music and be a music teacher.
Oh yeah.
You could be a music teacher on the internet already.
I think a lot of countries do that. They let you in. They give you a visa or whatever for as long as you want if you want to teach English.
Yeah. I have to get good at Japanese.
No, you're an English teacher. Just make all your kids speak English.
I mean, you could use this automation or chat box to make music now to sell it.
That's true too. They got these universal translators already.
How good are they?
They're actually pretty good. Yeah, it's a real time speech to speech even. They don't even need internet connection because language is really small, and to make a language model is really easy. It's just translating. It's not that complicated. Yeah.
I know there's some auto translated YouTube videos that come up every once in a while. They sound normal.
Yeah. Yeah, it's just gonna get better. It'll get better. It takes time.
But yeah, what really made me but the two dumb arguments that made me leave atheism were just one more God, which is done because it's more than one God, even in the Bible. And the other one is science will fix everything, but the thing is, science is limited. Yeah, even if you,
Science is a cult too.
Yeah, science is absolutely a cult. So even if conceptually science could cover everything, we can't afford it because it's too expensive to do a scientific study on everything.
I'm not talking about real science, right? Like there's real science, people who are actually really doing science. That's not a cult. But then there's like the people who don't know science. They're idiots and they believe in science as if it's a god.
Yeah, the scientism cult. Yes.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, but even if we don't accept the limits of science, the budget of science
Where's Sean?
Costs too damn much to get scientific study on practical things like how does scientific find the best Linux distribution? Well, how much? Well, how many $1,000s do I pay for that study every 6 months when new versions roll out? It's absurd.
Absolutely. And then science can just go tell you that climate change is real, and you go out and believe it because
Yeah.
science said it. Yeah.
Michael Mann hockey stick graph. Oh. The scientists
Science is going to tell you there's 23 genders.
Yeah. Even though Bill Nye said there was only 2 in the 90s.
Oh, is that what happened? But then, like, he did a science show on it.
Yeah, he said in the 90s he said it was 22, and in 2010 he said it was 26. So
26, is that the number he said? Something
well,
like that.
or was it 32? I'm not quite.
It goes up every time.
Yeah, it goes up.
I remember being told distinctly that it was stupid to say that we would end up with like dozens of different pronouns and genders. That only stupid people made that argument.
It doesn't work. It's like not practical. It's like, nah, let's just standardize this. I'm
Well, no,
okay with one gender. Let's just get down to one gender so we don't have to remember all of these pronouns.
The pro-trans people used to say it would never happen.
They were so wrong.
Right. Absolutely. It's just absolutely ridiculous. Why complicate the language on purpose?
Because it's more fun, I guess.
Because I'm a special snowflake and you must acknowledge me just as I am.
Oh, yeah.
The world revolves around my genitalia.
That's right. That's exactly right.
Why are you cutting it off then?
Well, because my new genitalia is like fucking Yas Queen. It's the bee's knees. What do kids say these days?
6, 7.
It's all the Riz.
Yeah, they do 6, 7. I don't even know what that I don't know what that means. My daughter says it. She like sings it. I'm like, what does that mean? It doesn't make sense to me. It's just something they say because it doesn't make sense and they enjoy it. That's what I think.
Yeah.
That's what they told me.
Yeah, it's brain rot, but it has an actual meaning. Language Jones did a video on it.
I'm sure they made a meaning afterwards. Yeah.
No, they had a meaning before. It used to, at the context of the original music video, it was actually a police code for murder. But now it doesn't mean anything. It's brain rot.
Yeah. Were we that obnoxious making shit up like that, pissing off old people?
but still, just obnoxious. We just have more power.
Okay.
Yes, but it didn't it was all inner circle. We never expected or even wanted the rest of the world to adopt our secret sayings. They were just for
the
us.
Rest of the world, yeah. There wasn't email and there wasn't even email, yeah.
Like when Ross and
TV.
What was his sister's name? Oh shit! The chick that was in that music video, Bruce Springfield.
Yeah, Nalas gets it.
Joke's on him. He's watching us.
What the fuck? What can't I even think of her name? Monica. When Ross and Monica had that secret fuck you symbol that they used to do in front of their parents. It was like flipping the bird, but it wasn't, so nobody else knew what it was.
You like this?
That sounds funny.
No, you take hold out your hands in front of you.
Mm-hmm.
Now make a fist.
Mhm.
Do the same thing with the other hand right next to it.
Mm-hmm.
Now bang your thumbs together twice. Yeah, that's how you say fuck you.
Yeah, I bet just pissed 3 people off.
No, you made all the Friends fans happy, and then everyone who doesn't know Friends has no clue what was happening.
But if you do it like faster and then you like throw your hands open after you're done, like you put some emotion into it, that's how you really do it, right? Like how an Italian would take their hand under their throat and flick off their chin, you know?
Mm-hmm. And I know all the things. I know all the profanity.
Is it quieter out there for you, Denizen?
Kinda. It's very, very windy. I live on a river.
Oh wow. Yeah, you
Do you,
wouldn't.
do you live on a boat in the river or just live next to the river?
It's probably
Just live
frozen.
next to it.
It's not frozen.
And as no. So like it was like really, really quiet. And there's no dogs barking all the time. And so I was like pretty cool. And then all of a sudden I wake up in the middle of the night and I'm like, what the fuck is that sound? And it's just the wind whipping around the outside of my house. And it's like been doing it every day for a week now.
Yeah, not lots asked if you lived under a bridge near a river.
Keep them coming. Keep them coming. Keep insulting us. Good. You're doing a good job.
The only issue is he would work as a toll troll if we can make money again. So it's not. He doesn't live under a bridge.
No, I live like up on a pretty high hill actually. Like even if the river floods, I should be fine.
What kind of stuff do you think about, Denizen, in your free time? You have any?
I try not to have any free brain time.
What does that mean? Consume all the time?
Program?
No, not really. Not since I quit my job. Actually, I made a couple of Discord bots. That was fun. Especially because I didn't know Java before I did it.
Mm-hmm.
Isn't Java just C?
Not quite.
I don't know C.
Oh, okay.
And
I do know a little C. Java's not quite C. So it's uses just in time bytecode to execute, but the whole virtual machine takes a whole lot of memory to load the first time. It's easier to manage the memory in Java than C. So that's why it's not C. It looks pretty similar though.
The only languages I've ever programmed in are Basic, Visual Basic, HTML,
JavaScript. Everyone does that.
JavaScript for Discord, right? That was the last one I did was JavaScript.
Yeah.
PHP and what's the web language for design design? Like it's
CSS.
Yeah, CSS. There you go.
I don't even know what that is. My favorite was always assembly.
Yeah, assembly. Yeah, assemblies. Yes, assemblies should come first with computer science classes, but they just being dumber and dumber.
That's a good idea, actually. Yeah, that's true. People should learn assembly.
Yeah, either
cool. It's not useful, but they need to learn it because it's logic. It's like learning the base logic of all computers.
Yeah,
and there's some custom router operating systems that I would say I was pretty proficient in and kind of counted as programming. Like I can take a router out of I could take a router out of the box and type into it for 15 minutes and make a network. So that's kind of
Yeah.
programming as well.
That is programming. I
Yeah.
say system administration's programming. So in fact, it's been the same thing originally. Then we separated them out for some dumb reason. Then now they're the same thing again.
So Bash, I guess too. I've done some Bash.
Yeah,
Oh,
but
and,
that's the
and
best.
Asterisk. I'm actually the most programming I've ever done in my life. I'm actually pretty intermediate to advanced in Asterisk.
Yeah, okay. I never could get the hang of asterisks. Never could get the
Well,
hang of
we
it.
can program in any language we want now because we got AI.
We could do that before we had. Well, actually, we had AI at the same time we had the programming languages.
Well, the LLMs, the LLMs can just translate your code to whatever you want.
That's right. That's a compiler.
No, like translation. They're translators. They speak languages.
Yeah, that's a compiler still.
Can they translate from English into PHP?
Yes.
Oh wow! So what do you need coders for anymore?
Pretty much. No, well, you need the control over the code, and they make mistakes, but they'll get better. That's really what I think. It's the next level of abstraction for coding, because like no one knows what assembly is. Assembly is built into every coding language right now. No one would use that. But then, so what would the next level be? Like we went up to object oriented, and then what's like the level now? It's like scripts. What is like Python? Is it a programming language?
Yeah, well, it's called a scripting
Yeah.
language, but
Yeah.
I guess is it declarative or imperative?
Yeah.
I think I forgot to mention Python. I also scripted in Python.
Yeah.
Right. So like the next one up is going to have to be with LLMs or something, some kind of programming environment where you don't really need to write code. You just manipulate the code through the bot.
But
I'll do it way faster than you, and I'll do it right. It won't have to bug test.
Well, you always have the
Right.
bug test. You always have the bug test. StreamYard.
I like coding. Like it's fun and it's like it's challenging, and you don't always get it right. You think you get it right you always think you get it right in the first time, and you're just like, nah. But I know why I didn't get it right.
Well, my
Yeah,
favorite coding meme is my code doesn't work and I have no idea why. My code works and I have no idea why.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm in favor of vibe coding, but I do want people. We need to optimize the software more. So because we're wasting so much memory on that for no good reason. Since RAM's
Yeah.
expensive, stop wasting memory, please. So we need
We're
to-
approaching idiocracy levels even in STEM areas, right? That's not good.
Yeah, that's why my business, the main theme I focus my new LLC is trying to get backups right, get people the backup right because I know they're gonna lose all the crap otherwise. So
I write
backups are
everything in
resource.
LaTeX now, and I don't know what LaTeX. I learned what LaTeX is now, but I wrote everything in LaTeX before I knew how to code in LaTeX.
It's not that even hard, really. So
No, it's not hard, but I didn't know what it was. I was just like, hey, write this in LaTeX for me. And it's like, okay, sure. And then I paste it in LaTeX. I'm like, hey, this looks great. Thanks.
can LaTeX compile the word good yet or no?
The
I know
what? It compiles stuff great for formulas and science and stuff.
Yeah, I know it goes to PDF just fine. Everything, like I don't think. LaTeX
Yeah.
I don't think.
No, it's insanely powerful LaTeX for sure.
Yes.
For yeah.
For expressing formulas, LaTeX is the best because it can see everything and lay it out properly.
Yeah, it's like Microsoft Word, but where you program it. You program. It's like it's got everything standardized and it looks right. Like, and you can change the standards. You just have to code it in. You don't like select. I want this font. It's like HTML.
It is markup. Yes, exactly.
Yeah,
markup.
Exactly.
And
But
technically,
it looks good.
yeah.
The standards are good.
Yeah, and technically, Word is markup too. It's just the interface is worse.
Right.
It's easier to use, but it's worse to get the thing right. But yeah, I guess using chatbot programs could be higher level, but I think we had a lot of things similar to that like Scratch that's supposed to be visual programming thing. I'm not sure it's technically actually at the higher level. It's just, but I do support vibe coding if we can get a pre-alpha done fast.
There's also so many annoying programming tasks. Like you write a program to write your program. You know what I mean? Because it's like, oh, I got to write like a monkey. I write this in 10 times, or
Yes,
copy
then-
and paste, or
Yes,
you
and you write a program to test the program, know that's actually doing what you think it does.
yeah.
And it is annoying.
And then so when you use the LLM, it just does all that for you. Just like, hey, do this for me. It's like, thanks, I don't have to do that. That's great.
We use which LLM do you use your code
Monkey
generator?
code.
Monkey code. Okay.
Yeah, I use it for monkey code 100%. I still have old programs that I wrote to write monkey code for me, so I use them when they're relevant. What was good about assembly is that you were working with chips that didn't really have a lot of memory or a lot of power at all. So you had to make everything super efficient.
Yeah.
And I don't know,
And
just
we're suffering from the opposite now.
Yeah, it's so annoying. So I need efficiency in my I trust now the compiler that it's doing whatever I'm saying efficient, but I know it's losing efficiency because it's doing a general thing for, you know what I mean? Assembly, you can be super specific in what you were doing and not do any extra checks or balances, anything. And it's never going to be that efficient.
I think it's possible, but I know we know we're not doing it. We need more science in that area before we can figure out what the hell we can do to stop using so much memory on stuff we're not using. And I know we can just link in some assembly, but I guess I don't know where we're wasting the memory on. Probably the graphics, I would guess. In fact, I actually saved a whole lot of my data down by putting the quality of my YouTube video down from what do I got? The quality, what do I do it? From 480p to 360p on my laptop, and I saved a whole bunch of data that way.
Yeah, but also today, data is so cheap compared. Remember we had what did we have when we were kids? Kilobytes?
Yeah.
Yeah. Now you got terabytes. Just okay, all right, I can waste data. It's not the big deal.
Yeah, I remember when I got my first gig drive.
Yeah, right. Dude, I remember when 30 megs was big. 30 megabytes. That was a big drive. You had diskettes before that. No drives. We got a drive? Shit. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, on the what's it called? Floppy disk, yes.
Yeah. I rarely use the floppy ones. I use the 1.14. I'm not that old. Diskettes. Right, Annie? Did you ever use the floppy disks? We only use diskettes, I think.
Yes, I use floppy disks.
Oh, really? The big ones?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I use them sometimes.
Yeah, I mean, I think because we're 4 years different. I think that makes
right. That's
makes a
probably
big
the
difference.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I used floppies they're both floppies, but I used a 5 1/4 at school.
Right.
And then my PC had a 1.44.
CDs felt like
3
infinite
3.5.
memory. Remember CDs? Just felt like you had infinite memory.
Shit, I remember when they first started making CDs writable.
Writable, yeah.
That was my favorite thing in
Crazy.
all computing. That's all I do is make CDs.
You don't have that anymore. You don't have infinite memory. You've got to buy you have to buy your memory. I guess CDs too, you had to buy your memory, but it was cheap. I guess it's cheap.
Yeah, you could do it with writable DVDs came out too. Made
Right,
it even.
Yeah, they didn't continue that. They could have had writable ZVDs now.
They had rival Blu-rays, but Blu-rays just kind of annoying format. So
Yeah, no,
That technology did continue, but it's very
Yeah.
proprietary. You know,
yeah,
like,
that's right. Yeah,
oh yeah,
and
horrible.
you're looking at like tape drives and
right.
diskette drives.
Yeah, speaking about tape drives, what do you think about the Zatara command? I kind of I'm surprised that it's still holding on so long. I guess it's just doing this better. It's good enough compared to all possible other archive formats.
Would
I
you
don't
say
even know what we're talking
Satar?
about.
Yes, TAR. I know
Oh,
you
Tar.
know it. Yes, I know you know about it.
Yeah, I guess because like compression reached it hit a ceiling. So in the especially like the need for smaller files to transfer over long distances went away, right? Because the internet got super ultra fast in comparison, and then also like cryptography, like you don't like hard drives are so fast now. If they compressed anymore, it would take longer to decompress the file than it would to copy it.
Oh yeah.
It was
Well,
more practical
not
to
copy it, but yeah,
like the
read it. Yeah.
the decompression time could be hidden in the length of time it would take to move a file because networks and storage devices were so slow. Now they're super fast, so like any more compression would just add time to the overall transfers, time.
Well,
Even
no,
still,
compression reduces information. That's what compression does.
No,
It makes the file smaller.
it makes the file smaller, but
Right.
it
You
increases
could
the
transfer
processing.
you could transfer a file easier, but when you wanted to open the file, you have to decompress it to read it.
Oh yeah, I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
I'm saying the total amount of time it would take to use a file in one location
Exactly.
and
Yeah,
use
yeah,
it
I
in
got that.
another.
Yeah, I got that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, and I think Facebook extended TAR with the Z standard algorithm recently.
I think
What does
also
that do?
everything is compressed to some degree.
Yeah,
It does lots of data compression.
It's just like a standard way to store stuff. You compress it at least a little bit before you store it.
Yeah, like
yeah,
BTRFS does Z standard compression on
Right.
everything.
especially
Just
in media, your
yeah. It's just
codecs
they
are
have
all
like you said, they have these very heavy compression algorithms that used to clog up computers because they couldn't decompress fast enough to watch a video file.
And now it's
Yeah.
easy because we have so much processing power.
yeah. And so what you send over the stream is mere kilobytes.
Right. So Hank, that is easy, but if you compressed it more and more and more, so then it gets harder. Like the process, we could still keep
Yes.
compressing stuff more. I'm sure
It
we
would
can.
be like a Bitcoin
Yeah.
at some point.
Right. But yeah, exactly. At some point, it becomes useless. You're right.
Yeah, it does. So, but all Tor really does is this normal Tor. It just concatenates files. It looks like that's all it really does. Then you filter it through a compression algorithm afterwards, or an encryption algorithm afterwards.
Yes, too, right? Like if you want to take a folder structure and
That's right.
yeah, put it in
Yeah,
one
or if
file
you
and
wanted to
say, here,
bypass,
this is my whole structure.
if you wanted to send an executable, but you couldn't, just stick it in a in a compressed file.
Yep. I remember the days when you could just exe to something else, but then they started looking for the first line of the code to see if it was an application.
Yeah.
Now a lot of old applications probably need to be repacked so it can be run easily. I think, like I got what's that game called? Where is it?
No, just about every file can contain a virus.
It's a kind of a genius idea though to invent a virus. Like, it's kind of genius. It's just like, let's make a file that just keeps copying itself and trying to spread. Let's just do it. Just wants to waste the processing power on your computer.
Yeah, fork bomb.
Yeah.
One time I got infected by a virus and I had to manually combat it, and I found that it was jumping from every time I ran an exe that was infected, it copied itself to another exe, and then so forth and so on.
Yeah.
And eventually I opened up the I decompiled the exe, and I found like the first line of every exe file was changed to this line that said, "Ha ha ha, you should have wore a condom."
But yeah, I have a game called Fez, and it has a Linux version, but the Windows version is actually easier for me to run because the Linux version was built for 32-bit, and the Windows version was built for 32-bit. But there's a raw 64 library that just runs the 64-bit, 32-bit Windows library in 64-bit mode somehow, so I don't have to install many libraries to get the thing running. So
I wonder if it's still a pastime for people to write viruses. Is it still something people do for fun?
Absolutely.
Yeah. All right. You don't hear about them much. They're not very public.
More script kiddies nowadays, I would say.
Yeah.
Less.
There's just so many other things to do, but I guess it's a way to be mischievous and not get caught.
Yeah, like you could be a crypto miner now, or you could what else is crazy people do? I guess be a scammer or influencer.
I don't know if I would call it a virus, but I did floppy disks that I could put into the school computers, and it wiped out the entire mainframe and all the network attached computers on boot.
It's a virus, but it kills its host before it duplicates, so it doesn't have a long lifetime.
Yeah, it just changed the auto exec bat to format, and
it's like SARS, not like COVID.
Format with a system format and then reboot and do another format, so that you couldn't just run unformat.
Oh yeah. My old boss had me write in code in backdoor stuff, so that he would always have a backdoor thing in the code, and what else? Oh, locking stuff, so that if he ever gets fired, or then it'll automatically lock, and then no one can use it.
Dude, I wish I put that into my code.
Yeah.
Yeah, commit
then
federal
I'd be
crime.
charging you 100 times what you paid me in salary to fix it.
Right.
For consultation. I remember the day I got fired from my second to last job. The manager had the audacity to come out while I was carrying my stuff out and be like, "Hey, can we get the password for this?" And I'm like, "Are you serious?"
I forgot it.
Passwords, go fuck yourself.
Yeah, so my old boss, he ended up getting fired, but I'm the one who wrote all the code, so I just got rid of that part, and there's no more backdoors and no more.
He set me up too. He set me up.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I told him that I didn't want to do a certain thing because it was a violation of our PCI compliance, and he said that's fine. Well, we'll just tell them that they can't do that. And then when it came down to it, and they were complaining about the loss of functionality, I took the position that he was supposed to have my back on, and he let me take the blame for it.
Yeah, that happens to me.
It's not very honorable.
Yeah, when I was in IT, that happens to me quite a bit. I think that even happened with when I was trying to just get the local Linux users group wplug to run properly. That happened to me, and instead of getting me in charge, put a guy who didn't give a shit in charge, and so At least they still
Ultim-
exist now. Yeah.
Ultimately, not his fault though, because I saw it coming, and like,
Unfortunately,
when
Denizen, there's no law that you can't be an asshole. Sorry.
when
I
also
apologize.
like when the boss like got in my face about it, I could have fixed it in 40 seconds.
Yeah, right.
And like, it's not that I didn't do that. It was that like I was already at odds with my job for other reasons that almost had nothing to do with the particular issue, right? And
Right.
that what was clouding my judgment. And it might not even been a cloud, it might have been clarity. I just was tired of being taken advantage of. So when he like challenged me, normally I don't let my ego get in the way, and I would just fix things and then be the hero, right? And he'd love me again. And instead of, he was like, what did he say to me? He said, um, yeah, you're really pissing me off. He like usually yells and screams, but he got really quiet and relaxed, which so that made it like that's how you know it's like serious, you know. And he's like, "You're really pissing me off now. Like maybe you should go home." And I was like, "Yeah. So what does that look like?" And he's looked like just get out of here. And so I was like, "Fine." You know, instead of fixing it, I just walked out.
Yeah.
So basically, you just had another branch that you just load the application with the right settings for the. I guess.
We had a security algorithm that was running on the network that would detect certain type of activity transmission and disable it, and it was interfering with HR operations with the payroll software. Now I already knew this, right? Like it might have taken, I mean, they spent weeks on the phone with the payroll software company and they couldn't figure it out. All I had to do was, I don't know how, if you're familiar with the group policy at all, but all I had
Yeah,
to do was
you know.
just, yeah. So all I had to do was literally log on to the main domain controller, click that domain policy from, there's three options. I had to switch it from one to the other, and then hit apply, and then just hit GP update force on the HR computers, and then it would have worked fine.
Mm-hmm.
So it'd taken me like maybe 3 minutes to fix it, literally.
Annie, what did you
Instead,
use
I got
Discord
fired that
for?
day.
Yeah.
What?
Well, yeah. Middleware kind of sucks. It's really bad at troubleshooting middleware. That.
I want to know what Annie used discs for, like the floppy disks.
Like that part I don't remember, but probably
Oh.
school.
Oh, like
Probably just school.
you had
Papers and
floppy disks
stuff.
at school.
Yeah, I did
That's pretty
too.
cool.
Yeah, I don't know. I remember having them and using them.
We used to play Oregon Trail
Yeah.
with floppy disks at school,
Yeah.
and the Apple IIes, they ran on floppies.
Yep.
5 and a
Yeah,
quarters.
Apple IIe is what I learned on. So I remember being in the school library.
Are you from the Northeast?
No, I'm from Texas, but we had Apple IIes. Yeah. I don't know. I think like we had floppy disks. Maybe my parents were using them for something, but I know that I personally used them, one or two times, and it might have been school related because I wasn't. I was really intimidated by computers and didn't think I'd ever be good at using them. And then they just got easier and easier, and then I was self-employed, so I pretty much just had to figure it out, and yeah. And also I dropped out of university because of computers.
How did you get rid of your Texan accent, Annie?
Oh yeah, yeah, I've heard recordings of myself when I was younger, and I definitely had an accent, and sometimes when I'm drunk, you can hear it a little. I mean, I remember being in England and France, and I remember people making fun of me, or they thought it was a novelty, Um, like they kept asking me like who shot JR, that show Dallas.
All right.
Stuff like that. And I mean, I didn't really care what they thought, but I think I was maybe a little. I don't know. I don't remember consciously trying to change it. But then I moved to Sedona when I was 15, and this was like international, students from all over. And it just kind of went away.
Just went
Yeah.
away. All right.
Yeah, I don't remember thinking like, God, I have to change this or get rid of it or anything. It just sort of fell away. But my mom, hers is pretty gone now as well. But if she ever goes to Texas, then she gets in the airport and calls me to say that she landed. Well, not anymore now that there's texting, but I remember in the past when I said, call me when you get there. And it immediately comes back. Just
yeah.
when she lands in the airport, she.
You keep your accent with your family?
No, I mean, I've seen my Texas relatives, and
Yeah.
I don't think
I had
it
a guy
really
here
comes
from
back.
Texas, and he didn't have an accent at all. And he's like, "Yeah, I went to business school, and they taught us to not use it because,
Yeah,
in the business world, if you have a Texan accent, they don't take you seriously."
correct.
Yeah. Yeah, my aunt
Yeah.
and uncle still definitely have it.
I lived in Texas too.
I just thought it was really weird to like unlearn an accent in like university.
Mm.
What a
Mm.
weird concept.
That's usually you can tell where someone went to college by their accent. You get instructed on your adult accent in university. Forensically speaking.
Mm-hmm.
Do I have an accent?
Not to my ears. I don't know. You probably do. We all have an accent to someone.
You have like a slow, sleepy sound.
That's the same
But-
thing, yeah. That would be the same in every language, Jenny.
There's nothing like regional, like the one guy from South Carolina or
Yeah,
wherever.
so-
The goat, I think it's the goat guy.
I'm
Why, where are
from
you
New
from, Ed?
England.
You're from New England?
Yeah, and I used to have a very, very heavy accent, but growing up in Texas helped me to eliminate it.
Well, the way you say very, 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 I can't even do it. Very, very is a little different.
What's a New England accent like?
If I get, worked up or excited, then you'll hear it too, for sure. Or if I'm talking to other New Englanders. Yeah, but pack the cod, have it, yeah. That's the nor'easter. Or
Yeah,
if you're
and I
more
wish
south,
that-
it's
Like over the years, I've had cassette tapes of me speaking for one reason or another, like in an interview sort of format, like somebody asking me questions and me answering. And I could listen back to it, and it was really shocking, the accent. But now, the tapes wear out. I just don't have it anymore. The only tape I have preserved was that Russ converted it for me on a CD, and then eventually like digitally, like just like MP3 or whatever, is the birthday greeting from my dad when he told me happy birthday like 5 or 6 months before he died. It's like a birthday greeting. That's the only thing I have.
I have an old tape because some friends of my parents got a video camera and they brought it over, and it was a big thing, and they hooked it up and they recorded a video for us and they took it back. And like my mom's asking, do you have to learn how to use that thing? And today, like so obvious how to use a video camera. You just point and shoot. Like
I remember one time I was watching your videos or something on YouTube, and then it was something like videos featuring you, and I clicked on it, and you were at a university working with a team doing some experiment thing, and you were like so skinny, because you were, I don't know, 20 or something.
No, I was older than that. I was 30.
Oh, well, yeah, you were just super skinny.
Yeah, I didn't finish my degree there from the beginning, so I went back. When I came here, it took a while for me to get back to school and all that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And then I was like, I wanted to learn here. It was going to take 3 years here. I was like, oh, I'll just do my 8 months back in Canada for 8 months. So yeah, I went back.
Mm. Yeah, I guess you would have been 30 because if you were 20, probably the recording technology wouldn't have looked like that.
Oh yeah, that was also
Yeah.
like some staff in the university that was recording the video.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't think we had phones back then. We didn't have smartphones.
Yeah.
Yeah, we won that project. It was a good project.
Good. I actually won the science fair for my whole like greater region. I got first place
Oh, nice. What was your
when
project?
I was in the first grade. Well, see, the thing you got to know is that my mom was a scientist, so
Oh yeah.
I had
All
an
right.
advantage.
She
But
did it
it
for
was
you, or you still did it yourself?
I mean, we did it together, but you know how it
Yeah.
is when you're 7 years old. But it was heliotropism. So it was like I had a house plant, and I put a light over here and like documented how the plant turned to face the light.
Ah, nice.
Yeah.
You
And then
presented your little science fair project in your Texan accent, and you won. Look at
I
that.
won for the school and then went on to the greater region and won. Yeah.
I was always frustrated with never winning any of the science fairs. And like coming up with these elaborate ways to win and still never winning.
Yeah.
I didn't really care too much. Yeah.
I remember another one we did a different year. It was getting candy with sugar in it and then sugar-free candy and showing, what the ants were attracted to. But then another year, one my mom did with my sister. I can't believe she did this. I can't believe she didn't know this. They gave No-Dos to our dog. And that's not good. Like dogs can't have caffeine. Poor
Yeah.
Lily.
Yeah, caffeine and chocolate are toxic to dogs.
Yeah, and I mean she lived into her old age, but still, you do not give No-Dos to a dog. And I can't believe my mom didn't know that.
I won the physics one at Robert Land, but it wasn't really a competition. No one. Yeah, it was very easy to win because no one was good at physics at that school. No one was capable.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I made a working lung respiratory system and diaphragm in a glass jar where you could like pull on the diaphragm and the lungs would inflate and deflate based upon the diaphragm action. Didn't win.
That's pretty cool.
A working cloud system once, like where you just drop a match and then the particles like created clouds in a jar, based upon the like the temperature and the moisture.
Yeah.
I made a working hydroelectric power plant, for fuck's sake. Like I built a little wheel, attached a motor to it.
That's way better than mine. I used
did not fucking win.
Gravitational constant. That's it.
It's over your head.
I think I won like the egg drop contest. I think I remember winning that. And I had a partner.
Engineering
so
stuff
like
is fun.
even that was like, not a me win. But I just remember it felt good anyway. And I didn't usually compete in many things. I'm not a very competitive person, but I loved science and engineering. So that actually mattered to me. And I
Yeah.
remember being frustrated as a kid that I could never win one of those fucking things.
I think my proudest thing was I won for a short story when I was like in 5th grade, and I remember all these class people were all these classmates, especially this one girl was so intense. Like she had this story and she was just throwing everything at it. She just very competitive, wanted to win this thing. And I wrote mine the night before and I didn't type it up because you were supposed to. And the teacher thought it was really, really good, and so she typed it for me and submitted it. And then it was just really sincere, and I just like, am naturally a good writer, or like I kind of used to be. Like everyone thought I was going to be a writer, but it was a Madeline L'Engle Prize. She's the one that wrote A Wrinkle in Time and all these really cool books. And
Yeah, right. I think I
she
heard this.
actually presented it. So this was at
Oh, that's
an
cool.
Episcopal school, a private Episcopal school, and I got first place, and she presented it. And I don't know, I just it was
You
a
have
good
like these,
story.
Annie. You have a couple of Forrest Gump moments. I'm seeing.
Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah.
But I'm not a writer. I was supposed to be. Too much consume, not enough blast.
It's funny because I actually won a poetry award, but like I never think about it, or then I didn't care about it at the time, and I'm like least proficient in vocabulary, right? Like
Mm.
I always did worse at English and history and all these related topics in school, and scored better on math tests and science tests, and my brain kind of works that way, right? Like I'm better at 1 + 1 is 2 than I am at, what does love mean, or something like that.
Mhm. Yeah. Mm. Yeah, I mean, the story, I remember it because it was just more of like a vignette about a time when a substitute teacher came to our science class.
Okay.
And it was some experiment where we held hands and we could feel an electrical current going through us, like a mild
Yeah.
electrical current or something. And so it was typical, like there's a
Like your hair would
substitute.
stand up.
No, it was just,
No.
I don't remember the experiment exactly. But we were somehow conducting by all holding hands in a circle. But it was
You were turning
typical,
on a
like,
light bulb or something.
no, I don't remember. I don't remember. It
Okay.
was something about electricity. But it was the typical, like, when you have a substitute, the kids are gonna like act up and like whatever, we're gonna not respect the substitute. But then the experiment was actually engaging. Like the substitute got us to be really interested and engaged. And so I was just describing that experience, like how we all went in with these like preconceived ideas about how the class was going to go, but this teacher was actually interesting. And I think that is a really sophisticated thing for a 5th grader to write about, because the other girl that was trying so hard to win, and she hated me. She was really pissed off that I won and she didn't even place because I was just like this stupid weird girl. And she was, like I said, throwing everything at it, like trying to do plot like so hard, like so much plot, so much, character, where I was just doing this subtle thing, just like a description of a real thing that happened, but with, artfully. So I
Yeah.
was proud of that. I wish I still
Which
had that paper.
which makes the best literature, right? At least
Mhm.
for me. Reality is so much more nuanced.
Mhm.
And it's also going to make you better at writing it, because it's real to you.
Mhm. Yeah, it was just really sincere. It wasn't me like trying to win writing or anything.
Yeah. Right.
I went to this college prep school and they were going to kick me out because my grades were so bad. And the English teacher was head of the committee to determine whether or not I was going to be kicked out, expelled. And they like gave me second chance by lieu of like just completing some challenge, and they ended up deciding that I would write a poem about rain. Just by randomly selecting something to do and then a topic to write about. And I mean, again, apparently I'm a much better writer than I am an engineer because they let me stay in the school and made me write it on the spot too, which I wouldn't even think I could do. I wouldn't even think would be in the realm of my capabilities. But apparently, I'm again better, according to other people's judgment. I'm better at writing than I am at building things.
We had this one kid at the school. He was really, really gay. Like you could just tell he was gay, like completely obvious. But he was in the closet, and yeah. So it was like he revealed his gayness to one of my friends, and I wasn't supposed to know. And he's like going around telling people, "Oh, that I was saying that he was gay, and I was telling everyone he was gay." I was like, "No, like you admitted you were gay, but that's not what I was telling them. I was telling them that he was interested in my friend Dan, and this kid was ugly." So I was like, "No," I was just laughing that my friend Dan would ever even want this guy. So he's like, it's like I got suspended because I was gay bashing. I was like, no, my defense was I wasn't gay bashing. He's just ugly, and I was laughing at him for thinking Dan would like him. Yeah. Anyways, that's my silly story. That's the one time I got suspended.
I set off some fireworks in the bathroom.
Oh yeah, that'll do it. That's like, yeah.
That ended my academic career.
That's number one in the book. It's like it's pretty obvious. Yeah, if you want to get suspended, it's it.
I have another observer, maybe like friends low story when at that same school, these girls and that same girl that was really competitive was in this cat fight with two other girls, and like some crazy shit went down, like jealousy and competitiveness. And my mom showed up to the school, and I was in the principal's office. And, my mom was like, "What did she do? What did she do?" And the principal said, "Oh, no, we just called Annie in because we knew she would tell us what happened because she doesn't care." I wasn't going to take sides. I don't care about the cat fight. So I was just giving the principal
You were an observer back then, Annie.
Yeah, it's just an accurate description of what happened. Yeah.
Double deciding from childhood.
Yeah.
I'm curious, Denizen, how you would solve it. The engineering project we had the job was just to keep a stick 30 centimeters upright, and it had one axis of rotation. So it's like a pendulum, right? But an inverted one. So you just have to keep it so that the stick is going up.
What are the limitations?
It's trying to fall. Well, the limitations is price and electricity that it would take, but I would just remove that for now. Let's say you have a pole that has to stay up. You know how you balance a bottle on your finger, but it's not a bottle. It's just like a one-dimensional one. It's got an axis.
I mean, the first thing that came to mind was momentum, like keeping it spinning. But then I just thought, like, why can't you just tie it to a string and hang it?
Yeah, so the teacher would come by and he would have to hit it, and he would also have to start it up and see from what angle it could catch itself. It can recover.
Ooh. Yeah, the momentum might not be enough for that. If he gets to hit it.
Yeah, hit it several times.
I mean, when something's really heavy at the bottom and rounded at the bottom and lighter at the top and you knock it over, then it comes back.
So the second part of the thing is they put a weight wherever they want, and they stuck it right at the top for ours.
Okay, I give up.
He thought of all the loopholes. Yeah, use your any guys. Come on.
When she was saying that, I was thinking of those what would you call them?
There's a little toy.
Toys. that you
Yeah, it
hit and they
wiggles and
can't fall
and
over.
it wobbles,
Yeah.
but it won't fall down.
Yeah, we
And I was
both
thinking
were on
how to
something.
I was thinking how to describe that practically using the stick. You know.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna leave and come back. I'm getting audio issues. Let me leave
It might be just Denizen
No, it's not. Let me leave and come back.
because I'm getting it too.
Yeah.
Oh, so my mic fucked up.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, it's doing weird things. So what is the answer?
No, just how would you do it? Like a lot of people did different ways.
Well, don't
so-
ask me. Gosh.
Yeah, 1 second. Let me here. Let me show some inverted pendulum.
Well, can you do it on water?
Here, this is how we did it. This is not my project. This is just a random one I found.
So it's sort of like adjusting continuously. Yeah.
Oh wow, and it's using a printer head. Nice.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
you guys in my class did that. Yeah.
What if you use the same, like just a tub of water and just made a buoy? You know?
It won't be stable.
I mean, buoys are stable. You hit them and they don't drown.
Okay, now he's putting on a weight. We had plasticine so they could stick on however much they wanted. And we would never know ahead of
That's
time.
cool.
Yeah. Yeah, so this is how quadcopters work, right? What do you call them? Drones?
Yeah.
Yeah. They work on the same principle, only with 4 axes. Or 3. I don't know.
That's pretty cool. So somebody had to write the software for this.
Yeah, so it looks like theirs was allowed to be expensive. Ours had to be dirt cheap. He made a formula for the score you would get, so you could never get 100%. And it's like we got the highest score in the class, and it was 70. So based on his formula, yeah.
Oh, okay. So to get 100%, you had to have the thing beat him up. Right,
no, to get 100%, the thing had to cost $0, and it was literally impossible, and use 0 power.
All right, $0. Okay, then it will beat him up, and it will hit. That's all.
He made it asymptotic. It's impossible to get that, and he made
That's why I make it beat him up. It said, you're paying for it, bitch."
Yeah.
Whip your ass.
Anyway, I want to see if they had my idea here. Did anyone do it? I don't think anyone's done it yet. Let's see if it works. Okay, yeah, someone in the class did these ones. These ones are cool. But that looks expensive too. We didn't have that budget.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, it's the same idea. I don't get it. It's like the best idea. Why don't people do it?
I guess you have another video to make. Yeah, make it again to show everyone why it's the best idea.
I already made it.
Then you have record it if you still have it. Otherwise, you gotta make it again
Let's see.
by yourself this time.
Go to my channel.
Or with your son.
Feature.
Yeah. Oh, you have the video
He's
done
right.
already.
No, I don't have the video done. I didn't do the video. It's not my video.
Oh, okay.
Here, featured on other channels. It's gonna be way back.
Mm-hmm.
Here we go.
There
I don't
it
know
is.
if this-
That's the one.
Yeah, there should be 2 of them.
Huh.
They have 2 of them there. Okay, whatever.
Yeah,
That's
this is
probably
the
what
one
it
I
is.
saw.
Oh, this guy I worked with was an asshole.
Oh, cool.
Oh, nice. So, yeah, guys, you're in the danger zone now. Yeah,
Dude, it was way cheaper.
Yeah.
Look at that.
The death switch probably shouldn't go.
A little trouble as well. Bit of drifting. I don't know where that's coming from really. But,
Yeah, because there's 2 centers of balance. He doesn't know what he's talking about.
Yeah.
There's a center of balance on the left and on the right, and we use the left one.
Hmm.
No, I mean it's
Always stable.
looks like last one. A bit smoother, I think.
I think it's a bit smoother, yeah.
Now, is
Yeah,
this
it's a big-
using electromagnetism or is it also software?
It's a motor. It's a motor.
It's more cradling.
Yeah, there's a software controlling the voltage on the motor.
Okay.
Last time it was oscillating too much. Going back
Yeah,
and forth a lot.
I think this is much closer to critically damped than before.
I tried experimenting with.
Oh,
Yeah. But no one, I would like to see someone else do something with this idea because no one else does it.
Yeah, I never.
We got
I
the
never
best
got
score, man.
past 20
It's the
degrees
design.
of trying for that. That was my marker, right? And I think it's just physical limitation to system. So I think maybe some says 22
Oh,
degrees.
don't
so
bullshit. Let them talk.
something like that. Oh, you guys are taking all the values right out of Naples. So yeah, and
Anyway. Yeah, just a chip there. That's it. It had to be a really cheap chip. It was a chip.
So what chip was it? Or did you just find it in the garbage somewhere?
No, you even if you found it in the garbage, you have to give him the price of the chip new. Like you have to reproduce this thing. It's engineering, so you have to price like the mass production of this thing. So you can't find chips in the garbage. It's not like a viable source of chips.
Lewis Ross would disagree.
All right. It was pick 18 is the one we used.
I think I heard of that one.
Well, there's all kinds of picks. We used the 18 one.
Mm-hmm.
But it's crazy. To program a microchip, you need the manual. Like you need to know what all the pins do. And you need to know how to access the memory. You need to know what kind of memory it is, what the address is, all that stuff. Yeah.
The Indianness of the chip. So you had the memory in the right direction.
And then know how to access all the interrupts, how to be able to like trigger code to work. Because really, it's useless without being able to trigger it. Need some kind of button. Yeah. But there was one solution that that Annie would love because it's doesn't involve computers or anything. It's just
Yeah.
a clever solution. Yeah. Let me see.
What is it?
It's like a saw. It goes up and down, or some kind of pattern like that, over and over, like really really fast, and that's all it does. And you can't knock it down.
Hmm.
And it can start from any position. Yeah, it's actually a better idea. But I'm sure he wouldn't have let us do that.
Oh, saw's too expensive there?
Try to find it.
Do you think people ever click on this live stream like when nobody's talking and then they think like, oh, they must just be working? You know, like when people get together for focus accountability and they're just all
Right.
on a screen, like doing their homework or whatever.
Sure, I'll let them believe that.
There was another group that did it on a car, like an RC car. It was kind of cool. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And I saw it. I was like, hey, you guys should do our idea. You should also put like ramps on the side so the card can go up. And then they didn't want to do it. They would have gotten a better score if it could go up a ramp. But yeah, it was a cool idea. So we were supposed to have 3 on our team. We only had 2. The girl who got kicked off, she because she ended up assaulting my partner, quote unquote.
The one that was being a kind of a tool.
He pissed her off completely. She ended up, and then she got like university. This little Chinese girl. He's absolutely right. Yeah. She ended up doing cars in a circle, like a tripod car, like a pin in the center, and then the car that turns around. It was a pretty good idea. She didn't speak any English, so like everything she got was from China. They did the project for her, I'm sure.
Mm.
How do you find these games, Hank? You just download them?
Yeah, I just searched for Tick 80, and it was just the front page.
Is this like a Flash game site or something?
Similar in that.
Yeah.
Fantasy console.
Okay.
Actually ran on Lua.
Dude, this show is going to be such a historic thing. Like, who plays games like this, Hank? You're making it. This is good. I like it, Hank. I didn't even know Pico 8 was a thing until you told me.
Yep.
Yeah. Are you in like forums and Reddit for this stuff?
This one I just searched for. Not really.
So you just search for free games online?
I just searched for Tick 80 this time. It was the front page. So.
All right.
Because the Pick 18 remind me of the Tick 80, so I searched for that too. In fact, the tabs are still open. Oh, I hit it. Shoot, didn't even get it collected.
What kind of science did your mom do, Annie?
She was a biologist.
But like, what was her? Did she use it as a job, or she just learned it in school? And
No, she worked at the university on a research team, and I think they were studying cholesterol, I'm pretty sure.
Okay.
Some projects, and there was some breakthrough. So she was on that team. But I remember, like, if I had a sick day or a day when the school was closed, I would go to work with her. And so I actually spent a lot of time in a lab when I was a lab at the university growing up. And so, like, I would play with, the centrifuge, and she taught me how to kill a mouse and all that stuff. There was a big room with all the white lab mice with the red eyes.
Oh, yeah.
And apparently the most efficient way to kill them in a lab is to take the head and the tail and just pull. So that's a beautiful thing that she taught me when I was about 6 years old. But yeah, she just taught me stuff,
You were were you interested?
No,
Were you
no, she just taught me lab stuff, or like she would set up some little petri
were you
dishes and then-
traumatized, or
I don't even remember.
or you were
I don't know.
emotionally mature about it and then dreamt
Yeah.
about it for 3 years?
No, it wasn't traumatizing. It was just like
Okay.
this is how we do it, I guess. But she would set up little, like she would teach me how to titrate. It was just like pretend, but
Yeah.
just set up a titration thing and teach me how to do and like how to pipette things correctly and stuff like that.
So she didn't let you get attached to any particular rat or hold a mouse or something?
Yeah, I don't remember being traumatized at all. But,
No, but, like,
I mean,
did you
now
wanna-
I would be.
Did you want to pick one up and play with them and interact with them?
Maybe that was discouraged because I don't remember that, but I was sort of fascinated by it. I mean, it was this whole room full they had rabbits too,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and pigs are the real ones. They're the
Pigs.
closest to humans, yeah. You
Yeah.
never get those.
And yeah, I just remember the smells of the lab and yeah, I can still smell that building. And just cool equipment, like a vent hood thing that I would love to I would love to have for ceramics,
Right. Yeah.
like a hood for spraying
So you don't have to
glazes
breathe the
on.
fumes. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, that was before my dad died, and then after my dad died, she went to massage school just for fun. She never did that much. And then she got a master's in therapy, counseling. So now she's a supervisor. So she supervises the students who are learning to be counselors. Yeah, and I used to always feel really like romantic about science, science class in school, but I just never was really that good at it. It wasn't the thing that I excelled at. I just
What
always
does it mean to be
kinda-
good at science? I don't.
Well, I mean, anytime there was math involved, I would get a little bit confused. But biology's interesting. I think understanding how cells work and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But I think it was more like just this weird like attraction to it. Not really something that I was meant to do, or like that I was really good at. Just kind of an attraction to
I mean, it's
science.
impressive too. Like not science, but like technology for sure. Like what you can do with science.
Mm-hmm.
And like science itself is impressive. It's like pushing the boundaries of like understanding things through experiments. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
on that level for sure. But then the math, yeah, it ends up being math afterwards. Yeah. You want to hear my cosmological theory, Hank?
Yes.
All right, it's really more of an effect. So here's the thing. The edge of the universe is very dense, right?
When you say edge, what do you mean?
I mean, if you're looking out at the edge, what is the edge?
So I'd say since I don't see any spatial edge, or to define the edge as temporally with maximum entropy.
You got it. Back in time. And when you go back in time, what happens? Things become more dense.
Yeah, minimal entropy is one edge, and maximum entropy is the other edge.
That's right. So the edge of the universe is super, super dense. And actually, the entire edge is really the center from our perspective.
Yes.
From our perspective, the entire edge of the universe, the whole sphere is the center of the universe. We're at the edge.
Yeah.
Right. So we're at the edge of this universe, and our clocks are ticking a lot faster than theirs.
Yep.
And so as you travel from the edge towards us, you're going to areas where clocks tick faster, right?
Yep.
Right. And so that journey of light, like the CMB that comes from this edge, which is actually the center, right?
Mm-hmm.
They come from there. They're going through gradients of density. And what is density in general relativity? Gravity.
Gravity, yeah.
So they're coming from like a place that is very dense and gradually going to a place that is less dense, which is here.
Yep. So bend.
Right. Exactly. The universe ends up being a big lens for the CMB, and for for everything that happens. And so basically, I just modeled the entire universe as a lens, and there's no dark energy, no expansion, no dark matter. All of the terms come out exactly. Just modeling it, just basing it on the constant of gravity. They all pop right out.
Yeah, that makes sense. And that means you didn't follow the quantized gravity because it's curvature. So
yeah, it's just geometry. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's on a geometric level. It's not on a quantum level.
Yeah, it makes sense to me.
Yeah. Well, because it's averaging, right? There's obviously like places of higher density and lower density the whole way through.
Yeah.
But on average, it's going from lower density to higher density. So there's going to be a lensing effect.
Yeah. So there was no need to quantize gravity because it's just geometry.
And so what that ends up doing is it disconnects the age of the universe from the Hubble constant.
Yep.
And if the age of the universe and the Hubble constant are disconnected, then that means you can have very old clusters that are far away.
Yeah.
Because the universe might be a lot older than we think it is.
Yeah, a lot older than we can see.
Right. And so like the James Webb Space Telescope stuff that's coming in, they're all shocked. They're seeing these old things there. It's like only 400 million years old. What do you mean only? You're measuring from the edge. You can't measure from the edge. We don't know how far, like the edge has been going so slow for, yeah. There is no edge. The edge is the center. What are you doing, Hank? You found another one? Is ours?
No,
yeah, we used a cinder block to hold it.
I was just checking. I saw here that someone got banned. It must have been on Kick because I don't see it. I don't see my Nightbot didn't activate, so it must have been on another ban from Kick.
Yeah, it could have been from Kick. And yeah, so anyways, I think it's like such an obvious thing to think about. And I don't know why. There's one guy who I'm talking to who had that idea, a similar idea, but he didn't treat the entire. Anyways, we're stuck in the Copernican principle. We keep seeing ourselves as I don't know. We're the edge. We're not the center.
Yeah.
Basically, the center is all around us.
So how are you going to debunk those flat universes?
I don't care.
Yeah, should
Oh,
do some
I
purchase.
I remember something interesting this week, sort of. That I asked my mom. I remembered something she told me when I was about 5 or 6, and I asked her if she felt like she should have done that, if she should have said that to me. So I wanted to be a veterinarian when I was that young. When they asked me, "What do you want to do?" 5, 6 years old. I want to be a veterinarian. And I remember my mom more than once saying to me, sweetie, that's really competitive. Veterinary school is very competitive. And I was like, would you say that to a 6-year-old? I could see, like, if you have someone in high school, you should prepare them. I mean, that is true that veterinary school is very competitive and they should be prepared to work hard and understand the reality. But you don't say that to a 6-year-old.
I would say what I know. I wouldn't. Because
a 6-year-old wants to be a superhero. You're like, yeah, when you grow up, you can be a superhero.
Yeah, that was my argument. Like, you'll hear a
Exactly.
6-year-old saying they want to be an astronaut, they want to go to Mars, and you're like, well, cool. That's really
you can
cool.
do anything.
It's time to start training. No, time to start training now.
Yeah, I mean, you might say something like, well, if you're interested in, working for NASA, like you really need to understand math, and you need to focus on your science homework, but you wouldn't say like, no, that's unattainable.
I wouldn't say it's unattainable. Time to start training. It's competitive. So, I mean, we'll go out to get a starter book that week. Just so we can get a better idea of what the heck does it entail.
Yeah, I mean, the impression that I got from my mom, though, it wasn't that. It was just like, no, are you sure? Are you sure you really want to get into that? Because, it's really hard. So, anyway, I'm glad I'm not a veterinarian, but I just thought that was a weird thing to say to a kid.
Well, there's people who say that to adults and they're incompetent helping, so.
Yeah, I think it's a good thing to say to an older child, just not a young one.
Yeah, after high school when they're picking their career path.
Mm-hmm. Or even in high school when they're choosing their school. If they're going to go to the ag school with the goal of becoming a veterinarian, they should understand what that's going to look like.
Well, this career culture is so dishonest. I can't take anything seriously. Like I went into IT, experience, get some money. I make more moving boxes, so I don't trust them at all.
Yeah, well, it's changed a lot. Yeah. Yeah, I heard a commercial for a university for like adults going back to school, like online, and the whole like hook of the commercial was so you could obtain a relevant degree, and like that. It never used to be framed that way. Nobody ever used to say, no, don't get a degree in English because it's not relevant. We're like, now that's very much true. It's not relevant.
The only relevant degrees are ones that have boards that go with it. So you can't be a doctor without getting past the medical board. You can't be a lawyer without getting past the bar. You can't be an engineer without getting past the engineer's board. So those are only relevant degrees. The other ones are just fluff.
You have a sympathizer, Annie.
Oh, what does it say?
Killing
can't
mice
read
and
it.
getting your dream shattered as a 6-year-old.
Yeah. Yeah, my mom was not. She wasn't like she wasn't the heart-centered one. Like I
Yeah, I
think my
wonder if your
dad
dad
was
was.
I think
Yeah,
my dad was NF, and my mom is not.
sounds like it. Yeah.
All right, but the gamepad just works. I should just use the gamepad.
That's fun. But then, like, I don't know. I feel like I really rejected my mom at a very, very early age before I ever even like when I was an infant. And she told me that thing last year that I just couldn't believe that I'd never known this my whole life. That she didn't hold me. Nobody, her or my dad didn't hold me for 9 days, and I was just in the baby ward. So maybe the nurses were like feeding me and stuff. That was back in
Wow.
the day. They didn't have those baby cuddlers that went in.
Mm.
Um, the volunteer baby holders. They were more like germ phobic, and that's why the father wasn't allowed to go in. They were very concerned about germs. Um, and so I feel like I sort of rejected her. So I mean, maybe it's true that she's not NF, but if she was, I'd be like,
Also,
"Ooh,
it's
gross, don't
important.
touch
Yeah,
me."
it's important. It's important for her to have contact with you, for her too, because like a
Mhm.
mother has all of that. What's that called?
Oxytocin.
Yeah, I know there's like a syndrome where they don't want to see their baby,
Mhm.
that sort of thing. If they don't have like the mother needs it too.
Oh, yeah, like postpartum, you mean?
Postpartum, yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
Yeah.
mhm. Yeah, so she did seem kinda cold. I don't remember, and so I wasn't breastfed either.
Me neither.
Yes.
I wasn't breastfed either.
So that's what's going on.
Yep.
He's never touched a boob.
No, I touched a
Never.
boob, but I had to
Okay.
pay for it each and every time.
Oh, all right.
Oh, okay. Well, also, I remember when my dad died, I was just like I decided I was never gonna process this issue with her, and I was just, like, sort of mad at her, and I sorta, like, created a permanent grudge, from that point forward, and it's like we have a good relationship. I talk to her every day, but I don't, like, hold hands with her. Like, my sister to this day will still, like, go crawl in my mom's lap, and, like, if
Oh, interesting.
they go shopping together, she'll hold hands with my mom. I that's just so, like, gross to me. I don't know. I'm not doing that. I think I rejected her on some, like, very, very deep level.
Yeah. Well, also she would reject you because if she doesn't form a bond with you, she's not going to be giving you. She's not going to be. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I've thought about it a lot, like all the OPS stuff, like, maybe being friends low, being play last, all that. But then this new information is kind of like putting a lot of things together. Like, yeah, like just not having like friendships, and especially like not that feeling of best friends with a girl. Just really, I can't understand. I don't understand these girls that have like a slumber party, together, and like I don't understand connecting with a female on a deep level. Makes no sense to me.
I can't comment. I think men are built to work together. Yeah,
What do you
being friends
mean?
with a female, being friends with a female depends on not just any female for sure. Yeah.
Oh, well, see, that's my problem. Is that like I feel friendship with men,
Right.
and like it's not always, it would be more convenient to have those to really click with a woman. That wouldn't be
I'm sure
so
there are cool
weird.
women out there that you would get along with. It's just you haven't tried enough, maybe.
Like Zephyr.
Yeah.
Zephyr, maybe.
Eh.
Not your cup of tea. Okay.
No, I mean, I just don't. There's lots of plenty of cool people. Just like with Jess, I like Jess. I still talk to
Yeah.
her every week. But it doesn't feel like how girls have like their BFFs. Like I don't think I'm capable.
She's not like
of
that either. Yeah, exactly. But she's not like that either. She's on the
No,
same.
you're right.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's not. And that's something I like about her.
Yeah,
And she's
exactly.
also honest, because this sweater I made for my sister that everyone hates, and and Russ said, like, gosh, shame it's so ugly. I was telling her, and like how I was kind of disappointed in how it turned out, and she last time she sent me a message. I need to get back to her today, but she said, now I'm gonna be honest with you, only because I want you to know in the future that I'm being honest. So
Right.
I want you to know that is not a good sweater. It really isn't very good. so now I can trust her. I know,
That's right.
she's
Yeah,
not
good for
gonna
her.
she's not gonna bullshit me. Yeah.
Which one?
I'll show you the ugly one. I
The
think
one
it's
you gave
ugly.
her, or another one?
I didn't give it to her yet.
Ah,
No,
okay.
I feel like I owe her a sweater, so it's just this one.
Oh,
Yeah, I don't think the colors are good, and
the colors don't work. Yeah, it's a nice sweater. The colors don't work. Yeah.
yeah, but I know bad
Right.
colors. Yeah, but it is
No, it's
kind
well
of
done.
something.
Yeah. Maybe you
It's
could dye
something
it.
she would wear. Well, it is cotton, so it's. I mean, what, like black? So then, like, actually, if you dyed it black, it would absorb the black differently, and you would still see
Yeah.
the changes. Yeah.
Or even dye it brown. It works too.
Right. Yeah. No, I'll just make her something better. I'll owe her. She's
Well-
got a birthday in June.
You're supposed to get it done for Christmas, though.
What?
Or do you give her something else?
Well, I'll give her that. I'm still going to give it to her. I just feel like I owe her something better.
Oh, okay.
And I also want to tell her that she's in no way obligated to keep it. Like, feel free to give it away or whatever.
Yeah. So is that mostly genetic or cultural? I think personality works at a just anthropological level. So I'm going to say cultural. We don't know how to dereference it to genetics yet. So. Do you guys have an opinion on
There
On what?
appears to be possibly a genetic component that, like, yeah, we haven't proved yet, but there seems to be, yeah. Don't you think, Ben?
I don't know if it's genetic or if it's inherited, and I think.
Oh, what's the difference? That's what I meant.
Well, see, I'm looking at biology different. So, like today, biology and the public discourse is trapped in the idea that we're just genes, but I don't think we're just genes. Genes are like keys, and they've got a whole bunch of locks and stuff that the cells need to do and the body needs to do. But the genes are just the keys to the tools to do that.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't think we're operating on. I think we're operating on the level of cells. So, yeah. The other thing is like. Yeah, I don't think it would be. I don't see any reason why it would be genetic. To be honest, I really don't.
exactly?
Genes are there to make the cells work and the human work.
Yeah.
So what's the definition of inherited? You know how like Anna's mom is an ESTJ, and my dad I think was ENFP.
Yeah.
And
So
my
I mean,
mom's something else.
you're an extension of two cells, right? For somehow cells figured out how to combine and become a new cell, and this new cell starts developing and growing, and so you're a combination of these cells, and these cells become a human, but the basis of it isn't the DNA. It's this process of developing into you, I guess.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because there's animals out there that their DNA is completely doesn't work. It's it's on crack. There's no information there. They don't even use it. And they're very resilient animals because they don't have any dependence on their DNA. They can solve any problem and whatever garbage is there. But other animals really need and depend on the DNA, need to use that code to solve problems.
So yeah, things to be inherited but not be dependent on the genes. That's why I say it's another reason why I say it's cultural rather than genetic.
I don't know if it's cultural. I think it's biological. That I would say.
Mhm.
I would say it's biological for sure. Cognitive to some degree. Like it has to be biological.
Yeah, it has to be. I would say culture is biological, but it's not. I wouldn't say it's based on genes. We can't.
Culture emerges, right?
Yes.
So culture comes after personality.
Yes.
Personality comes before culture. Like dogs have you'll have a personality even if there's nobody around you.
Yeah, but we don't have a way to dereference personality to genes because it's more cellular. It's colony based.
No, I don't think there'd be genes. Yeah, genes don't make sense.
Yeah.
You can't grow a cell out of DNA. You just can't do it. You need a cell to grow a cell.
Yep. Yeah, fork the cell.
Yeah. They had it right in Jurassic Park. They changed the DNA, but like the DNA doesn't change the animal. Yeah. Gotcha, Hank. Gotcha. You were looking up anime.
I was looking up what?
I don't know.
This is just the recommendations.
What's your recommendations? The Flash. How does that get there? Supergirl.
It's based on the videos you've already been watching.
Yeah.
I was watching a lot of parodies. A lot of Star Wars parody and a lot of science videos and cell swords art. So that's how.
Moon landing hoax. What the heck?
Yeah, modern day debate. I haven't been watching that channel, but somehow it pops in my recommendations. The debaters are garbage. I can beat most of them without prep time. I mean, why are they still debating the moon landing?
What's that levitating liquid pendulum? What is that?
Steve.
I know this channel. I have this channel too.
Yep. I had to about the audio. So about the where's Chromium at? And to route the Chromium audio to Firefox's input. Oh, it disappeared because I'm not playing it. Now how do I play if I can find the audio? It was Chromium to output. Yeah. And
Oh.
this is what. Oh, because I have it muted. It doesn't.
Yeah, this guy's good. I've seen him for years. Holy crap.
Yeah, I've been watching it for years too. Does the audio disappear just because I muted? It's kind of dumb. So I need to route it. Let's put the let me play and see if I can find the audio. If I can route it. There it is.
Is it a Linux problem or a?
Yes.
Yeah.
I route the Chromium's output to Firefox's input. Where's the input for camera stream? WebRTC consume. Where did I put the input in? Oh, should I put in a mic? Or just see where I should put it in. What's that? Full stream. Where's my mic going? Oh, now the damn Chrome disappeared. Because I'm
Just
not
get
playing the
Windows,
audio.
man. Just get Windows.
Everyone's leaving Windows, Benjamin, because
that what's happening?
because Microsoft.
Where are they going?
Linux. Because Microsoft.
I've never heard of someone going Linux.
All right. You think I always use Linux?
Yeah, I think you went Linux because you're Hank. Has nothing to do
You
with
think
the
I always
fad
been?
or trend.
You think I always been Hank?
Yes.
Then you're wrong in two accounts.
What have you been before? You believe what? You believe in reincarnation?
I'm a nominalist.
Sound still isn't working though.
Yeah, I didn't route it yet.
But you're playing the video.
Yeah.
Yeah, we don't need to watch the video. It just looks cool.
Yeah.
Just play it. Yeah, we don't need to hear it.
It just red. Oh, okay, Denison's gone already because he would have been useful to figure out the spout.
He might still be here. I don't know. He's still here in the chat.
No. So Chromium Payback. Oh, StreamYard Studio. Nope, that's that. I think I do it some different way than I thought. I think I had to stop sharing it and reshare it to get it to work properly. Mute website. No, we can share. That's not how. Yeah, working with multiple web browsers is very annoying. I don't know where to put the input at because it's actually different from it's architecturally different from how Chromium does the audio routing internally. So I just don't have any idea because I didn't test it. Because I shouldn't have had to test it because it should have worked on Chrome. It just works if I shared Chrome's tabs in Chrome. But since StreamYard can't get Chrome to work properly because it's not testing, I use Firefox to do StreamYard. So this is just.
going to pause the video for a second. That hum that you could hear, that's 120 hertz. That's because the container is being pushed up and down 120 times per second. And you hear that as an audible frequency. The reason you can't see the container being pushed up and down is because the scientists are filming it at 60 frames per second. 60 divides into 120 perfectly, which means every time the camera takes a frame, it sees the container in the same position. So it looks like it's not moving up and down. That's the stroboscopic effect. I've talked about it in previous videos before, so I won't go on about it too much here, but I'll leave links in the description and in the card for those videos. Side note, you might be now wondering why we're not seeing rolling shutter artifacts in the scientist's video like I've experienced before in past videos. Like here, I'm using the stroboscopic effect as a kind of fake slow-mo, and look, that wooden rod seems to be bending and warping. That's a rolling shutter artifact. The reason you don't see that in the scientist's videos is because they're not using a rolling shutter. They're using a global shutter. The next step is to push a straw all the way down to the bottom of the container and then blow air through it. Look, the bubbles of air don't rise to the top. They stay at the bottom until they form a layer of air. And look, the liquid rises up and it's now resting on top of that cushion of air. Isn't that amazing? Here's a slightly different setup. The container is still being pushed up and down at a high frequency. It's not quite a perfect multiple of the frame rate of the camera. So you end up with this slow-mo effect, which is really nice. Again, air is pumped in at the bottom and the liquid rises up. But because it's not quite as stable as in the other experiment, some of the liquid falls down again. And look, that gives the scientists a great opportunity. Stick the straw in again and lift up a second layer. So now look, you've got 2 layers of air and 2 layers of liquid. How cool is that? So how does it work? Honestly, it took me a while to get my head around this one, but I think I've figured it out. Let's first look at a really nice analogy, Kapitz's pendulum. So here I've got a rod loosely connected to a vibration generator. You can think of it like an upside down pendulum, and it has an unstable equilibrium point as well.
I bet that looks familiar to you.
Yeah. It's funny.
Yep.
Synchronicity.
Yep.
So look, if I slightly perturb the rod away from its equilibrium point, it collapses. But it turns out that you can stabilize that equilibrium point by vibrating the pivot point.
This is exactly it.
Really
any solution right here.
Like
a saw.
And look, now if I try and perturb the pendulum away from its equilibrium point, it moves back. It's now a stable equilibrium. As another little side note, a friend of mine, David Atchison, proved in 1993 that any finite stack of rigid pendulums can be stabilized so long as you can vibrate that bottom pivot fast enough. David Atchison is a great popularizer of mathematics, actually. I'll leave a link to his books in the description. I actually made a video of the multiple pendulums version. It was about 6 years ago. The audio's terrible, everything's out of focus, but I'll leave a link in the card in the description anyway. I actually failed to explain why it works in that video, so I'll make amends now. Most of the explanations online set out the equations of motion for a pendulum with a vibrating pivot, and they solve those equations and show that there's a stability in the vertical position. But I always try to find an intuitive physical explanation if possible. I did find one paper that goes through it in that way. I'll leave a link to it in the description. But it goes like this. First of all, imagine a scenario without gravity. So I've got that set up on the table here. I'm going to push the rod up and down from this pivot point here. And of course, when I say up and down, I mean relative to the orientation of the camera, not up and down relative to gravity. And look what happens when I pull the rod downwards. The rod tilts towards the vertical axis. And when I push the rod upwards, it tilts away from the vertical axis. So far, that's pretty intuitive. But it has important consequences. What it means is when the pivot point is pushing up from its lowest point, it's pushing on a rod that is close to vertical. Whereas when it's pulling down from its highest point, it's pulling down on a rod that is further from the vertical. And when you think about the pivot point's ability to rotate the rod, the orientation of the rod to vertical is really important. The degree to which that upward force and downward force is able to rotate the rod depends on the component of the force perpendicular to the rod itself. So look, when the rod is being pulled down, the component of that force that acts to rotate the rod towards vertical is shown in yellow here. It's the part that's perpendicular to the rod itself. Compare that to when the rod is being pushed up. The component of that force that rotates the rod away from vertical is also shown in yellow here, and you can see that it's smaller. In summary, the point is when the pivot point is pulling the rod down, it exerts a relatively large torque, restoring the rod to vertical, compared to when the pivot point is pushing the rod up, it exerts a relatively small torque, pulling the rod away from vertical. So if you average that over time, you get a net force restoring the rod to vertical. So when we reintroduce gravity, so long as that net force restoring the rod to vertical is greater than the force of gravity, we get a stable equilibrium. How does this relate to the levitating liquid? Well, it really is quite a nice analogy. So think about this body of liquid that's being pushed up and pulled down. When it's being pulled down, it's accelerating downwards. If that acceleration is greater than acceleration due to gravity, then this body of liquid will experience negative G. It'll feel as if gravity is in the opposite direction. And of course, gravity has the effect of restoring a perturbed liquid surface to make it flatter. So as the body of liquid is accelerating downwards, that bottom layer is being flattened. When the body of water is accelerating upwards, it's going to feel a combination of gravity and extra G's because it's accelerating upwards. That's going to have the opposite effect. Any perturbations in the liquid surface will be amplified. But just like with the pendulum, there's less for the upward push to work on. Like during the downward acceleration of the body of water, that bottom surface flattens out, so there are fewer and less extreme perturbations for gravity to act on during the upward acceleration. And so the net effect averaged over time is for that surface to even out. And once again, we end up with a stable equilibrium. The cherry on the cake from Benjamin Apfel and his colleagues is this: inverted buoyancy. Isn't that amazing? It makes no sense until you think about it for a bit, and then it makes sense again. And then you think about it a bit more, and actually it stops making sense. And then you think about it even more, and it does make sense again. Because the boat is less dense than the fluid. So this bit of the boat here that's submerged, actually submerged feels weird in this context. But anyway, the bit of the boat that's submerged is going to feel a buoyancy force upwards. But the boat as a whole is heavier than the displaced fluid, so that feels a force downwards. They cancel each other out, and the boat is at rest. Just like normal buoyancy, really. Except if you think about it some more, actually it's unstable, because if the boat were to move upwards slightly, even more of the boat would be submerged, and so it would feel a greater upwards buoyancy force, and so it would move up some more, and the buoyancy force would increase, and it would move up some more. It's an unstable equilibrium. And it turns out, once again, that the vibration of the fluid stabilizes that otherwise unstable equilibrium. The details are a little more complicated, but the basic principle is the same. So I think I'll leave it there. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, don't forget to hit subscribe, and I'll see you next time.
I guess we'll dive out. Yeah, it was fun. Thanks, guys.
Yeah,
Thanks.
good one. See you guys
thank
later.
you. Yep.